Hi, everybody. It's been a long
we're
time.
live.
Oh, hi, Donna Rose. I didn't see you there yet. Sorry. I hold boxes. Woohoo!
Oh, wow.
Rose hair blooming.
What purple crown
Her
things?
purple crown things?
What are purple crown things? What's he talking about?
I don't know.
Spotted cow.
You still
Are you
have
drinking
a
milk?
supply of New Glarus? Is it a year's supply of
Yes.
spotted cow? Yes.
I actually ended up in the shuttle van with the lieutenant governor of Wisconsin.
Oh, wow.
And I said, "Hello, sir. Did you know I'm the greatest exporter of spotted cow from your state?"
Is it a particularly
politely
good
laughed.
beer? Do you?
No.
Yes, it's the greatest
Yes.
beer that's ever been brewed.
No, it's not that great.
It's just because it's associated
It's-
with Oshkosh?
Yeah.
Wisconsin. Yeah, very.
I burned my thumb on my barbecue last night, and I've got a humongous blister that's just about
no.
to break, I think.
Oh, sorry.
Spotted cow would help.
Yeah, not for me. Chat XP. Okay, whatever. Whatever you say, I haul boxes.
I don't know. We're not seeing the purple crown things.
No.
They're only in the YouTube chat. They're a new thing for you get points for how many comments you make.
And
Oh,
what do those
God.
points do for you?
That's no good.
Nothing.
Oh,
Nothing
No
at all.
good.
it's like a meaningless loyalty program.
We'll give you points to not have
Yeah.
too many comments.
How many people?
Only the good comments.
How many people are old
Only
enough
fun.
to remember the Imperial Margarine ad? Dun da da da, and they put a crown on your head. Do you remember that?
I don't remember the ad, but that's all
Nope.
we
Yeah.
had for margarine growing up. Butter.
I wasn't allowed to have margarine.
Not
growing up.
butter.
Yeah, we didn't.
We
do
were-
margarine in our
Oh,
house.
we only had margarine for some reason.
Well,
Because
back in-
everybody thought it was better for you, but it's not.
I know. It's definitely
worse for
not.
you.
Oh yeah, it's much worse.
Well, back
Better.
in the day, until like
Parquet.
about 20 years ago, margarine here had to be, they didn't color it yellow, but it
Oh,
came with
yeah,
a
I
little
remember that
package
story.
of coloring that you could add to it.
You could
Oh,
food
God.
color your own
It
margarine.
was like a dairy farmers lobby thing. Said they couldn't.
It
have it. It was
was.
crazy.
They couldn't have it the same color as
No.
butter.
No, because they might.
It was like kind of grey, horrible looking.
Yeah.
Oh.
It looked like lard. It looked like a
Yum.
big square of lard,
super
like white.
advertising.
Ugh.
AJ,
AJ.
Jeffrey.
is Ted Timmons, who I think it is?
Yes, but
Who do
for
you
the
think
record,
it
he
is,
generally
Jeff?
doesn't say his last name on the intro.
Okay, I'll just say Ted.
J. Ted or Flysport. Ted
say
from
Ted.
Midwest Pilot.
So there we go.
Hi, Ralph.
We don't do all kinds of code words here on the show.
Yeah, Ted's fine.
Okay.
Social scores. Let's hope not iHall. We don't want to go down that route.
I'm going to have to log
Thank
into
you,
PayPal
Ken.
again.
I'm glad you remember.
I'm already recording, by the way. Oh, we need to. Oh, I forgot about the
Unity.
Unity. Oh, and I probably need to rearrange that as well. Let's see.
You want me to go
Is
in?
anybody in Unity? Yeah.
I'll-
No, but I can.
Why don't I see it on here? Where is Unity?
I'm there.
Strange. Oh, I know why. Okay. Gotta log in.
Yep. I did indeed. Well, I'm back on StreamYard now.
Yeah, I'm back on StreamYard, but I heard everybody. Huh?
Well, we configured it that way so we don't hear Captain Nick in Unity.
Yeah.
I don't blame you. Mind you, I never transmit on it. You know, it's like
I know,
having a-
honestly, it's just Liz pretty much most of the time.
Yeah, which is a good reason to like have me muted, right? So
Okay, we got that
Muted,
going. I see
did you
signal
say?
there and recording there.
The Osh thing is not over on APG iHall. There's going to be lots of talk about Oshkosh today's show. Huh?
I did hear you, AJ. The direct.
Okay.
Is there such a thing as too much aviation?
Yes.
I didn't
Oh.
think so on. I didn't think so on this. Okay.
Yes, there is.
I think I should leave now. Bye.
No.
This is from the.
There's no
this
such
is from
thing
the
as too
mouth
much
of
staff.
The airline pilot guy. Quote: "There is such a thing as too much aviation."
Yeah.
Stefan.
But there's
Well,
only
Stefan, glad you could
50%
join us.
right.
Yeah. How you feeling?
Yeah. Okay.
We'll definitely have you on soon, Stefan. Whenever you're available, you let us know.
Yes, because I'm going to be gone for a while, coming up here soon. So
When do you leave, Steffi, for the big trip?
Oh, the 23rd.
Ooh, baby.
Oh, I know. Excited.
It's like
Actually, I have some
20
people I need
days,
to get.
less than 3 weeks.
I should make an announcement. I need to get my act together about like having an itinerary because I've had several of our Down Under listeners contact me about getting together and meet
You
up.
could put it on the AP. You could put it on the APG calendar.
Yeah, I could do that. But of course, I don't have like any sort of schedule put together yet. Like that's just me.
Well,
I'm sorry.
If you
y'all.
want me to put it on for you, just send me your dates and stuff. I'll
Well,
put it
that's the
on.
problem. I don't know which
Oh,
date. I got to take a look. So the problem is
bye,
I have to go back and
Stefan.
take a look at.
after yourself.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, I could like hear stuff, but I think it's coming from outside my. I have all. So you were asking about the temperature this morning, Liz. It's actually really nice here right now. It says it's 77, but it is not humid.
Nice.
It's overcast. There's a little breeze. I have every window in the house open.
I know.
Fans on. Like,
That
it's just
happened
been
here
nice
a couple
to-
of days ago. I couldn't wait to get all the windows open. It
Yeah.
actually almost felt a bit like fall. I hate to say it, but it,
Well, so this morning someone had a like either a fireplace go in or a barbecue. I couldn't tell which, but it was like just that nice smoky. I was like, oh, yeah, it does feel like fall, but it is not. This is definitely just some
just a lull.
false break in
a
the
lull.
in the furnace that will return.
Well, you should fit air conditioning.
I have air conditioning. It is a mandatory.
I think
house
everybody
item
here
here.
on the show now has air conditioning. Micah,
Oh,
hi.
it's a condition of the show. You can't
Yeah,
come
I
on
have
the show without air
You've
conditioning.
got to be part of the cool crowd, right? Nick?
Indeed.
Nice up in Maine as
Definitely.
well. It sounds like.
Cool crowd. I like it.
You
See
know what
what
we
you
got
did
to
there.
do sometime, Nick, not right now, is just have you put your unit there on and see if we can hear
What?
it on the show. Like
Do what?
turn his air
Put your
conditioning
unit on
Your unit?
display for everyone?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd like to see his unit, but his wife's
Oh.
home now, so maybe that's not
APG After Dark has started early.
exactly.
All right, let me share my keynote, and I think I might be ready. Might need a. How are the levels and all that kind of stuff for people in the chat?
Micah's there.
Like
He'll let us
Kuipers,
know.
main man
Mike Kuipers.
Micah.
What do I have? My side keeps like
What, you got
cramping.
a stitch? You got a stitch in your
Yeah.
side?
Oh,
but
that's
I mean,
like
from
what I had
standing.
for like weeks.
Is it
It
gone
just
now,
went away
Steph?
finally. Yeah,
Okay.
just went away.
It's on, Liz.
Can you hear that, Jeff?
What?
Nick has his air conditioning unit on right now just to test if you could hear it.
I don't hear it.
I can't. Yay. There you go, Nick. You can be cool as you want.
I did
Indeed.
turn off
Cool,
the fan
man.
in this room though because it
Mike
was
Kuiper
noisy and I
says
could hear it.
good, and I think
Indeed.
iHall Boxes is saying good in his native tongue.
Oh,
No, he was saying feel better for Stefan.
Well, I thought further down he was saying good.
Good to- I don't know what.
Yep. Yeah. Higher up, he said that was a very short visit. See you later.
Yeah,
And
yeah, I
then-
saw that.
Then he said "Gute Besserung," which means feel better.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Eric from Norway is saying, Jeff, your manly voice is coming through well. Whoa.
thank you.
Is that something new you're trying?
I think Eric should Oh, Mike is saying we sound great again. Thank
Oh,
you, Micah.
yay.
And Ken Hayes.
Ken,
Yep.
Good.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness!
How did that happen?
It's a quorum. It's a
Okay. How about let's hear from Radio Roger.
let's hear that Roger man.
I don't have it in my
Tim
buttons,
Van
Stream Deck
Ramley.
buttons.
Now listen, Tim Van Ramley's an exciting life. He's out toilet shopping.
Are you getting a bidet?
Yeah,
You should.
better.
Oh, yeah, you have to.
Mandatory.
Okay.
Along with the air conditioning.
If you expect us to visit your house,
You know, I
You're gonna
have
have to
one
get one.
now, right? Thanks to somebody. And when I was away at the cottage, I was really missing it. So when I came home, I kept hearing that song, Reunited, and it feels so good.
feels so good. Yeah, I understand.
So, are we going to market an APG day?
Oh. I'm not sure there would be much of a market for an APG day. But sure, we can try it.
We could have some great strap lines. APG goes to the places only your mother knows about.
No one dares to go.
And your gastroenterologist.
Your proctologist.
Yeah.
Perfect for enjoying those 3-hour shows on your own.
You're listening to the Airline Pilot Guy Show.
The view from our side of the cockpit door.
Sounds good to me.
WAPG.
Okay.
Now, the only
Yes,
thing I think, Jeff, I know you know this, he's going to be saying that we recorded last week, right? Because he.
I don't care.
I know. I'm just saying if you hear.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
ready when you
so
are.
all those people that are really particular, just
Yeah.
know that we know it's the wrong week. But
Now listen, Jeff has,
And we know that you know.
decided he's got a new adjective for me. It's called hypercorrect. we figured this out when we spent time together. That how
did that come up again?
because okay, he was talking about a friend of his who's a guy who's a barista. And I said to Jeff, I thought males were called baristas, like Filipinos and Filipinas. And Jeff, of course, had to look that up. And they said, if you're hypercorrect, you
That's
use
only in
barista.
Spanish. That's only in Spanish.
Yeah, just Spanish.
Everything's O.
So the Spaniards are hypercorrect people. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, so
No.
Well, that too, but we already had a word for that, Jeff. It's called pedantic.
Mike
Pedantic,
had asked
yes.
about the Dana interview. Remember we did part of one in one. Didn't we do
Shoot.
that in one show? And
Wait a minute. Was there Micah? Is there an interview that you sent to me?
I thought we did the Dana part. I thought we didn't do the Captain Al part. Didn't we? I remember we did half of.
Shoot, I don't remember. I mean, I've listened to them. I just don't remember if we did them on the show or not.
Just a minute. Let me see if I can find it. Stand by.
Okay.
Stand by. I think we did.
Yeah, we
but
did. We did the.
I did.
we
I'm sure we
did,
did
Mana.
Dana last time. And I thought we had
We
another.
did Captain Al a few weeks ago, but just with Dana about 2 weeks ago.
After hanging out with Captain Al for this week, I can take that sentence in a few ways.
He did you?
We did have ice cream. Oh, I have that picture.
Oh, ice cream.
Under duress.
Do we?
No,
Yeah.
we don't.
Maybe
have
we
that.
didn't do the Captain Dana one.
I'm sure we did Dana's. I
Oh,
was
yeah?
pretty sure. Well, I can kind of hear it. He's talking about what he's eating and stuff, but I don't remember doing Captain Al's.
Shoot.
But
I'm going to send you one more photo, Liz. No worries
Oh.
if you get it in or not.
well, I don't think I will be able to, Steffi.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
wait,
send it to me, and
I already did.
okay.
Okay, so would it have been in the last show
Yeah, I think.
that you and I
No,
did?
no, not the one we did at the cottage. The one
Oh,
before that.
the last like real show?
I think the last real show.
669 maybe?
That would be the one.
Okay, let me go to that and
How did
open
we
up
not
in-
name that show Menage a Trois?
I don't know. We missed opportunity.
Missed opportunities.
open in forecast, and then let me see. I'm going to look at the time codes.
All right, Steffi, I'm doing my best here.
You're good. I just
Only
figured
for
that was a
you.
good photo.
Only for
No,
you.
I don't see any.
Liz, while
images
you're
on
at it,
that
I got one I'm going to send you to.
Sorry, I can't. Don't have time. Yeah, no, send it if you got. If you got something, send it. If it has to be on the show, send it immediately.
I was just messing with you.
He's just testing you.
Oh well, I failed.
Yeah, he failed.
Big surprise.
I don't see any time code in 669 about any interview.
Maybe I can hear Dana's voice, but maybe I'm
Okay.
hallucinating. But that's entirely.
You know what, Micah? We're going to have to figure it out, I guess, and then determine whether or not we actually did both. And if not, then we'll have to do it maybe next show.
Yeah,
That's all right.
I think that's going to have to be the way it is.
Okay.
We got to get this baby off the ground.
Yeah, I know. Okay. I'm sure there's
Just a
something
minute.
I'm
I just got to
forgetting.
share my screen again
Okay.
because I was making a slide for someone, just because she's my favorite person in the world.
Well. Aw.
There you are, Steffi.
Thanks.
Okay. I'm ready, Jeff, whenever you are.
All right, let me quit that and
Thanks for not sharing the ones with me and RJ just covered in ice cream.
Oh, I don't think we actually took photos of that. So there.
oh, you mean when we were
There's
eating
no
the ice cream
photographic.
Cones?
Yes.
Covered in
Oh, that
ice
was
cream?
horrible.
It's
We're dripping all
130
over the
degrees
place.
I
outside.
don't know how you guys made such a mess of your ice cream cones.
What
Mine was
did
perfectly
the
fine.
cones
I
fall
know.
apart or something?
No, it was just so hot it melted faster than you could consume it.
Because we
It
can't
was
eat.
like getting everywhere.
We can't
can
eat
hear
as
that,
fast
Mike.
as you.
I know that.
Imagine holding an ice cream cone and someone's just pouring a gallon of milk into it. That's kind of the experience.
Yeah. So
It was-
sounds-
it was-
Or if
it
somebody has
sounds
a
like, that
hairdryer,
sounds like
like, blowing
Wisconsin.
it.
Isn't that the dairy state? It's all about
It
milk
is.
and ice cream. And
Yep.
got your countdown there, Jeffrey?
Almost.
Almost.
Okay, I don't think I'm going to need that. All right. I guess we're ready. Wait. Where's what's the first news item? The
The
near miss.
B-52.
Mine not.
B-52.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Good, Jeff. Nice for deep breath.
Okay. Where are the videos? Okay.
You're listening to the Airline Pilot Guy Show.
The view from our side of the cockpit door.
WAPG. It's the Airline Pilot Guy.
Airline Pilot Guy, episode 671.
Yeah, he's up in the sky. It's the Airline Pilot Guy.
Hello, you're listening to the Airline Pilot Guy Show, the view from our side of the cockpit door. With your host, Captain Jeff, broadcasting live from APG headquarters in Roswell, Georgia. Today's show is recorded the week of July 28, 2025.
Yeah, he's up in the sky. It's the Airline Pilot Guy. It's your ride and it's flying by. With the Airline Pilot Guy.
In today's episode, 2 commercial flights make dramatic moves to avoid mid-air collisions in 2 incidents. And the final report on a crash that killed the husband of a former congresswoman. The plane was overloaded with moose meat. Also ahead, more news and your feedback. So get all settled in. Tray tables and seat backs in the upright and locked positions. Electronic devices powered on. Flight 671 is ready for pushback.
Ooh, you gotta love that moose meat. Thank you very much, Radio Roger Stern. Yeah, an award-winning TV and radio reporter, currently at the #1 all-news station in the nation, 1010 wins on 92.3 FM in
New York City.
I'm a little out of practice here. Welcome to the Airline Pilot Guy Show. It's an aviation podcast covering the latest in aviation news and answering your great feedback. I'm Captain Jeff, a former U.S. Air Force pilot and retired Delta Airlines captain, and just back from a 3-week sojourn, I guess, in the RVS. We'll tell you about that in Getting to Know Us. And joining me... Oh, hang on. Damn it.
So
Control yourself.
Here we just start right off the bat with
And it was
editing
going so well.
possibilities. It was. Not really.
Was it?
Yeah. Okay. Just shut up. All right. And joining me from her lakeside studio in South, Doctor, skydiver, marathon runner, IPA connoisseur, and commercial multi-engine instrument-rated backstabbing jumper dumper, and we mean that in the nicest way, Dr. Steph.
Hey, Captain Jeff. Happy Sunday. Actually, I would be performing some jumper dumper duties today, but the weather not cooperating for those types of activities. So instead, I am fortunate enough to be here with you all this afternoon. Looking forward to a great show.
Yeah, well, you know, the pleasure is all ours. Thank you for joining us today, and thank you, weather gods, for making it so she couldn't dump her jumpers today. Also joining us from his studio,
in Hartford, Hereford, and Hampshire.
retired professional dog photographer, former RAF fighter pilot, retired Airbus A330, A340, captain for Virgin Atlantic Airways. It's Captain Nick.
Everything happened in the past, didn't it? APG 671, that number should remind you of a flight in 1992. Flight 671. It was a Transair cargo Boeing 707 over France. And surprising everyone, the number 3 engine fell off. As the engine departed its position on the wing, it took the number 4 engine along with it. Now, amazingly, missing 2 engines now. The Swedish captain, we like the Swedish, landed the aircraft successfully at a nearby airbase, Istres-les-Tubes, with the right wing on fire. They did fall off the runway, but they all got away with it and did very well, I thought. Good show number.
Yeah.
They all lived
I
happy.
don't remember
Interesting.
that at all, but that sounds pretty incredible.
It didn't come right to mind there, Steph? You were when you were 10 years old
When I was
or
10
whatever
years
it
old?
was?
Yeah. No, don't recall. Sorry.
And I'm a little disappointed we didn't have that Muppet Swedish Muppet sound effect.
Oh,
thing
yeah, the Swedish
on.
chef.
Oh, the Swedish chef.
We missed such an opportunity. Maybe I can put it in post. All right. All right. Thank you very much, sir. Good to see you. We've missed you, and yeah, I guess we'll be catching up with what you've been up to as well these last couple of weeks. All right. And also joining us from the North Woods of the Atlanta suburbs, easier for me to say, a race car driver, chef, and a commercial multi-engine instrument-rated pilot with an interest in anything with enough horsepower to kill him. It's AJ Schramm.
Hey, Jeff. Hey, everybody. Good to see some of you again so soon. And some of you, it's been a while. But yeah, glad to be here. Glad I made it back alive from Wisconsin.
Yeah, just barely, as he was riding with me in the RVS. All right, so we'll go on to the last but not least, our producer from her studio in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, retired financier and aviation enthusiast, spreadsheet master, and our producer is the lovely Liz Piper.
Hi, everyone. It's been so long since we had a show, it seems. It seems like forever.
I know. I've missed
Glad
everyone.
to be back with everybody. It's great. Now, Jeff,
Great to be back.
iHall Boxes, you've got your recorder on, right? Yeah, he's just checking.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, iHall.
Yeah.
Just checking.
All right.
All right, everybody. Have a great show.
Thanks, Liz. We'll hear you in our ears, and we're going to go ahead and do some aviation news.
Stand by for news.
All right, we're going to start off with this one from the Daily Beast. One of our two near misses with aggressive maneuvers. Just a little teaser here. The second one, really not very aggressive. Okay, a Delta regional flight was forced to make an aggressive maneuver, in quotes, to avoid a mid-air collision with a U.S. Air Force B-52 bomber in North Dakota, according to its pilot. The Delta jet operated by SkyWest Airlines, that's the airline involved here, SkyWest, was traveling between Minneapolis, St. Paul, and Minot International Airport on July 18 in what is a 90-minute trip. Wow, is it that far? The near miss is the latest mishap months after a military helicopter crashed into a passenger plane near Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport, killing 67. SkyWest told the Daily Beast that SkyWest Flight 3788, operating as a Delta connection from Minneapolis to Minot, had been cleared to approach the airport when it performed a go-around after another aircraft became visible in their flight path. The flight landed safely, and SkyWest is investigating the incident. Details of the near miss were captured after the pilot explained the incident to passengers upon landing, and we just so happened to have the Instagram video recording of said explanation to the passengers from the captain of the SkyWest jet. If you'll pop that up there into the stage, Liz, I think it's there somewhere. No? Okay. No, it's not? Okay. I've already... okay. All right. Well, you know what then? We'll take a momentary pause. As we do. I think I was in the midst of sharing said keynote, and then I got distracted. I forgot. What, are you showing the squirrel? Yeah, that happens to me a lot. Where are you? Where are you? Presenter display, just me. Okay, here we go. Share. Okay, now I'll pop that in. Okay, here we go. That's so smooth. So smooth. Okay. Cross our fingers and hope that we hear this.
For those of you on the right-hand side, you probably saw the airplane kind of sort of coming at us. Nobody told us about it, and so we continued, and air traffic. There's no radar here, so the tower is controlled, the tower does everything visually, and so they said report about you're 6 miles from the airport. So we did that. I think he realized that the spacing wasn't going to work, and he said turn right. And I looked over, and there was an airplane, which those of you on the right-hand side, I thought it was a small airplane like the one you see at the airport right now doing touch and goes. And he said turn right. I said there's an airplane over there, and he says turn left. And then by the time we read back to clearance, looked over and saw the airplane that was kind of coming on a converging course with us. And so given his speed, it was a military, I don't know how fast they were going, but they were a lot faster than us. I felt it was the safest thing to do to turn behind it. So sorry about the aggressive maneuver. It caught me by surprise. This is not normal at all. I don't know why they didn't give us a heads up, because the Air Force Base does have radar, and nobody said, hey, there's also a B-52 in the pattern. You know, long story short, it was not fun, but I do apologize for it, and thank you for understanding. It was kind of not a fun day at work today. So have a nice evening, and I'm glad you're here.
It was big old airplane, B-52. Apparently, I thought it was in this article, but maybe it was another one I was looking at. The B-52 was participating in a flyby of some event at a stadium in nearby, and they neglected to inform the SkyWest flight that B-52 might be kind of flying close to them. I don't think the B-52 pilot was warned of the SkyWest traffic either. So, yeah, a little bit of miscommunication here. What do you think?
Yeah, I would say so. Don't know why. Usually those things are pretty well coordinated for flyovers, and with other airports and air traffic in the area having participated in a few, demonstration jumps and things like that. There's a lot of coordination that goes into it, but, it just takes that one extra phone call to another place you didn't maybe anticipate, just to give everyone a heads up. So, not sure.
Yeah, I don't know if part of the problem may have been that some of the coordination may have been with the military base, Minot Air Force Base controller, not talking to the the FAA. Actually, they said the tower people there were not actually FAA people, but contract workers. So I don't know if that's a possible issue or whatever.
Even contract towers are still FAA certified.
They're
an
certified,
FAA
right?
Program.
Right. They're just not as good. No, I'm just kidding.
No, it just sounds like for some reason they were not involved in that chain of communication, and it sounds like they should have been. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it does.
Well,
it does.
I think this is also one of those news stories that it seems the entire source of all of their information, in quotes, came from an Instagram post.
And what's wrong with that? What are you implying there?
I mean, that's where all the good news comes from, I guess.
That's why.
I'm
straight from the pilot's mouth.
I'm with you, AJ. I wonder if this would even have been a story if he just kept his mouth shut.
Oh.
I mean, did he really need to make a PA, and not just a PA, a long, rambling, it's not my fault PA, that kind of confused the devil out of me. I've no idea what the passengers thought, except for the fact that he said an airplane sort of coming at us. That must have given them an enormous amount of confidence in what was going on around. The tower it doesn't have radar, it does everything visually, and it was supposed to be there on the right hand side, and I thought it was a small airplane, but it was a B-52. I'm just going, oh man, talk about digging a hole.
And he said he based one of his decisions on the speed of the airplane, even though he didn't know what it was.
It was faster, a lot faster.
Yeah,
it was a military.
I don't know how fast they were going, but it was fast.
Yeah. Well, it was an aggressive maneuver, apparently, according to the journalists.
Well,
okay. Yeah, I agree. I'm not sure what I would have done in this situation if I would have provided as much detail, or
maybe less. You can give an explanation without giving that much detail. There's a lot of jargon that he was.
Yeah.
I mean, he did a go around, and we all, if we can, do a PA as soon as we can after a go around, because it is an unusual maneuver to experience, and it can feel, quite dramatic. But you just have to say there was another aircraft that we needed to. We couldn't continue our approach because of another aircraft, so we went around. Yep. Just keep it simple. Don't need to dig yourself a hole, is what I'm saying, because
I think
makes him sound a little unprofessional.
Yeah. Okay, hang on. Where did you guys go?
We're still here.
I know you guys are.
Right here, Jeff.
Thank you. I found you. I appreciate it. Thanks for waving. Now I see the window. Okay, where is it? You talking about
the comment that's displayed on the...
the one on the screen where I'm waving?
Oh, thank you so much for your help. I didn't even look there, right in front of me on the screen. Thank you. Yeah, okay. Eric, thank you very much for your suggestion. APG equals amnesia pilot guy. That's me. Yeah, sorry.
And Eric, now security will escort you out.
Bye-bye. No, I'm not. I don't take offense at all.
And apparently his crown already disappeared, his YouTube crown.
Oh, really?
What a coincidence.
How are you guys seeing crowns? Oh, I see it. Wait, no, I don't.
No, we're not seeing crowns. We already.
Okay. Why are you seeing crowns? I'm not.
What's happening?
Never mind.
Okay.
There was a whole conversation earlier, which
I know. I heard the conversation, but and I kind of thought it was something that I could not see because you have to be on YouTube to see it, right?
Correct.
Okay. And then all of a sudden you're talking about seeing it.
We're on YouTube.
Well, what the hell? Well, we're on StreamYard. And we see the YouTube comments, but that's about as much as we get. Oh, this is really fascinating entertainment, I think, isn't
Moving
it?
on.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, I'm
moving on.
enjoying it.
All right. Well, speaking of just aggressive maneuvers and near midairs, I mean, near tragedies. This one here, from the Huffington Post or the HuffPost.com. Southwest Airlines flight headed to Las Vegas takes dramatic plunge in response to nearby aircraft. And no, it's a dramatic plunge. Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700 registration November 249 Whiskey November performing flight 1496 from Burbank to Las Vegas was climbing through about 14,100 feet out of Burbank, about 11 nautical miles north of Burbank. A lot of Burbank in that sentence. A military Hawker Hunter MK-58 registration November 335 Alpha X-ray from El Paso, Texas to Point Mugu in California was descending through 14,500 feet. Okay, so one's climbing through about 14.1, one's descending through 14.5. Okay, they're vertically getting kind of close. When the vertical separation reduced to about 350 feet, horizontal separation about 4 nautical miles. When both aircraft received TCAS resolution advisories prompting the Hunter to climb and the Boeing to descend at about 12:03 local time. The Hunter climbed about 100 feet in response to the resolution advisory. The Boeing descended about 500 feet before resuming the climb. Both aircraft continued to their destinations for landings without further incident. 2 flight attendants on board of the Boeing 737-700 received minor injuries. Okay, well, I guess if they received injuries, then maybe it was aggressive, the maneuver. The FAA reported Southwest Airlines Flight 1496 responded to an onboard alert, an RA, resolution advisory, that another aircraft was in the vicinity. The FAA is investigating. Passengers reported they were lifted out of their seats and onto flight attendants, causing injuries to flight attendants. To 2 flight attendants.
Yep. One more time.
Okay. Yeah. So it says, I'm just reading it, lifted out of their seats and onto flight attendants, causing injuries to 2 flight attendants.
That's
When
how
the
I
aircraft went.
There's some friendly Southwest flight attendants.
Yeah. And I'm wondering, do the passengers have seatbelts on?
No.
Sounds like no.
Yeah.
Why would they have
Okay. Well,
seatbelts
that's
on?
stupid. The airline reported the crew reacted to onboard traffic alerts, blah, blah, blah. We already read that part. And, so here's another article. It gives a little bit more detail. Oh, no, it's the same one. HuffPost. I thought that. Well, no, but it looks
this
different,
one's got
though.
the. It is a little bit different.
Yeah, it's different. Maybe they edited it to make it even more dramatic.
Well, they've got the rate of descent, so
Yeah, tell us about the rate of
dramatic.
descent. I mean, how dramatic was it, Captain Nick?
Well, it was 300 feet in 36 seconds, which is about 500 feet a minute, which is
don't know
a
how they
very,
didn't pass
very
out.
gentle descent. I suppose
Yeah.
it's how dramatically you plunge it into your 500 feet a minute rate of descent that counts.
It's that first 2 seconds of the descent.
I think I read somewhere else that there was like an initial, like a pull up a little bit, and then they got a reverse command, and then they push forward or something. I don't know. A roller coaster effect, yeah.
A brief
And
0G moment.
Captain Nick.
Oh yeah, I've got some.
We need to
hours.
hear
I've
from
got
you about this
60
Hawker
or
Hunter
70
thing.
hours in a Hawker Hunter, but we didn't have any TCAS on it. We were lucky to have an ADF on it actually, so an ATACAN. Anyway, lovely airplane. Love the Hunter. Great view. The pilot would have been able to see everything around him, and,
except the Southwest.
except the 737 bearing down on them.
We don't have Instagram audio on this one, but apparently the pilot also made a PA saying that his collision warning went off and he needed to avoid a plane coming at us.
Ooh,
Okay.
Was that the Hunter pilot? Who was he talking to?
That was the Southwest
passengers, I
to
think.
the passenger.
By the way, I was just going to say, Flight Lieutenant Pollock, remember the guy who flew his Hawker Hunter under Tower Bridge in London? He's passed away now.
Oh, no.
So he's gone.
That's sad to
So
hear.
there you go. He was a Hawker
So-
Hunter pilot.
I'm still confused, though, about this dramatic 500 foot per minute descent. It was a dramatic drop soon after takeoff. Didn't they say they were at 14,100 feet?
Yep.
That's soon after takeoff?
Sorry.
Exactly.
Well, there's a comment there.
Taco thinks so.
That was Truman.
Nice. Okay.
I love the last sentence in this article, though. Airport spokesman said that neither the control tower nor the operations department has any record of the Southwest flight plunging in their airspace.
Because I don't think they actually plunged.
Yeah.
That might be why.
We
No
did have
plunging was had.
a block toilet, but that didn't need plunging either.
Okay. Need some direction from the producer. Do we continue with the lineup, or do we go to the moose meat? All right. Okay. It's always moose meat time, Liz. I know. All right. Well, this is news source is Alaska's newssource.com. They only have one, and we have it here. This is reporting on a final report from the NTSB. Plane overloaded with moose meat, antlers during takeoff and crash that killed former Representative Mary Peltola's husband. And let's see, a crash that killed former Representative Mary Peltola's husband, Eugene, in rural Alaska during a 2023 hunting trip was caused by the plane being overloaded with moose meat and antlers that hung on one side of the aircraft, according to the final report by the National Transportation Safety Board. Now, when I was reading this to begin with, I don't remember us really talking about it after it happened. This is the final report. Yeah, but I'm thinking, well, he must have been a passenger or something. No, he was the pilot, and he was the sole pilot on this airplane. I kind of imagined it would be like a caravan or something bigger, but it's like it was a Super Cub, a PA 18150 Super Cub, very similar to the airplane that I rode with Armando, who used to own one. Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking that's a lot of meat. I mean, that's a lot of weight. Yeah, I'm sorry, Liz. What are you saying? Yeah, it didn't go very far. It went over a ridgeline. I think that the hunters watched, I guess this is the second trip of transporting moose meat, and the hunters said they watched the takeoff, and I guess they took some video as well. I don't have the actual video, but I do have a clip or a frame from the video that shows the right wing dropping shortly after takeoff. They said it was not accelerating as quickly as before, and it kind of disappeared beyond a ridgeline, and they thought, wow, that was a close one. They didn't realize that the airplane had, once it was out of view beyond the ridgeline, that it was gone. Okay, main man Micah, that's a lot of meat. That's what she said. Okay, very good. Yeah.
Did you show the picture already of the antlers on the side of the aircraft?
Oh, Liz, I put some extra, I forgot to tell you, put some extra
I don't know if you had
slides in there.
Now, did they have antlers on both sides, or were they like side
in Keynote, I think.
Just
maybe not. Right. Oh, you know what? I think I put them in Evernote, and I forgot to put them in Keynote, and I forgot to tell you. I'm sorry.
The one that Steph's looking for, Liz had shown at the very beginning. It was just only up for a second.
Yeah, that one.
That's it.
Yeah,
because they said the right wing dropped after takeoff, and I'm just looking at this wing.
Yeah, so those
are very aerodynamic antlers.
Yeah,
it looks like a drawing
from a video.
Or something. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, kind of a haze effect on there. That's November 109 Tango with the moose antlers on the right strut. Kind of, I guess, I don't know how you'd describe that, but kind of.
Just hanging.
It's bungee strapped.
Or is that just the moose sticking out of the door?
Oh, maybe that's what brought the thing down. Was the moose still alive? Oh. Anyway, seems to me, I don't know that much about GA in this particular airplane, but 500 pounds sounds like a lot of weight. But I guess it's not bad with the pilot. It
just depends on if you've done those weight and balance calculations.
Yeah.
Some of those little cubs, they'll do a lot of things to them and make them very capable, surprisingly capable.
Okay. iHaul Boxes says a Piper calf, not a cub. Oh my. Anyway, well, yeah, you're making light of this, iHaul Boxes. How rude.
Indeed.
No, he made heavy of it. It was 6% over its maximum takeoff limit. And they said if they had made it to their destination, they would have been like 180 pounds over its maximum landing weight, even considering the fuel load burned off during the flight. So obviously, overweight condition for sure, and possibly some parasitic drag from the antlers attached to the right wing may have caused this lack of performance and crash. All right. Well, we'll have a copy of
Bullwinkle's
the
Last Revenge.
What was that? I'm sorry.
Bullwinkle's Last Revenge.
Oh, no. Ooh, definitely a possible show title. Or too soon, maybe? Yeah. Oh, can we do the plane striking the deer? Since we're kind of talking about moose and... okay. Well, I actually have some video on that one if you want to pop that into... Yeah, let me do a little setup. Yeah. This from the same news source. There's only one news source in Alaska, alaskasnewssource.com. A plane strikes deer on... Is this like one of those places you read every day, Liz? The alaskasnewssource.com? Okay. Oh, like paddle your own canoe. Okay, gotcha. Plane strikes deer on Kodiak runway. Kodiak, that's a bear, right?
It's also a type of airplane, but in this case, it's the place.
Okay.
Oh, my.
Wow, I'm very confused. Anyway, wildlife strike forces flight cancellations as aircraft remains grounded for repairs. An Alaska Airlines flight hit at least 2 deer while landing at Kodiak Airport on Thursday morning, damaging the aircraft's landing gear, but causing no injuries, according to Tim Thompson, spokesperson for the airline. The jet was a 737, landing at approximately 8 o'clock in the morning when it encountered the deer during rollout. More than one, actually. The plane, because the plural of deer is deer. The plane was able to safely taxi to the terminal. No passengers or employees were hurt, but the collision caused damage to the plane's landing. Okay, we already heard that. So let's look at the video. Okay.
So the plane taxied to the terminal, but the deer was just terminal.
Correct. Yeah. Oh, very good. Good one. That deserves there you go. Okay. I'm going to play said video right now. Fingers crossed. Okay, here's the 737 coming into Kodiak Airport. And, definitely looks like a 737.
I hope there's a runway he's pointing at, because the runway I can see is at right angles.
Oh. I think... Oh, yeah, it must be a cross runway.
I see it.
Yeah.
In the corner.
I think the person taking the video is like, what's that in the sky above, like higher up in the frame? Like, is that an airplane or is that a drone? Anyway, okay, let's concentrate on the airplane crossing the threshold. And, oh yeah, if you're sensitive to animal life being killed, you might want to avert your eyes now. No? Now, okay, look away. Yeah. Ow. Yeah, some minced venison for sure. Okay. Yeah, that, I think that was pretty much instant death.
It was quick.
Yeah, I know. That was kind of the theme for the show, apparently, Liz. You were making the theme wildlife, wildlife. Yeah, well, we do appreciate that. Okay. Shall we move on to getting to know us? Okay, let's do that because we have a lot to talk about. Okay, here we go. All right, very good. Thanks. It's that time of the show. We have a lot to talk about because, we haven't been recording regularly the last few weeks, and we've been busy. I think all of us have been busy, and so now we're going to be able to talk about it. So, who would like to go first? Captain Nick.
Okay. I've been voted in. Hi, everyone. Usual busy time of the year for me. So plenty of bowling, plenty of commitments around the place. But the most fun thing that happened by a long chalk was to meet our wonderful listener, Logan, who was on his way to Italy, but he decided to come via London, and he was only in London for a little over 24 hours, but he did say that, how about we get together? So we did, along with a few other friends, and there's a video. A little apology for the audio. New microphone system, still getting to grips with it. Here it comes.
I think it sounds pretty good.
Through the meeting, and we're off.
Why is it doing that?
There's
in London, and I'm going to ask.
It started from where we left off playing it. Didn't know it would do that. Okay. Let's just pretend none of that happened, and here we go. We're going to start from the beginning.
Hi, Jeff. This is Captain Nick, and we're at a very special place today. So we've got a little group meeting, and we're off in the Shah in London. And I'm going to ask everyone to have a quick word. So can you just tell us what's going on in your life, Nav?
Well, hello, Jeff, and everybody at the APG. Hope everybody's doing well. And you are surviving Oshkosh, or you've survived Oshkosh by the time you're looking to see this, hopefully. It's been a very nice day today. Meeting up with some old friends who I haven't seen for a very long time. And I wish you all the best for whatever you're doing next.
Excellent, and pass it on. Here's the man of the moment, Logan.
Well, hello again.
He's got his mouthful already. No. Can you believe that?
Long time no see, Jeff. I am in London 24 hours later after seeing you. So, Rochelle and I just got here, a couple hours ago. Took the long way to get here. Went all the way to the West Coast to fly east, but we're here for the night and headed to Italy tomorrow afternoon and hopping on a cruise on Saturday. So put this little meetup together. It's good to see everybody.
It's absolutely brilliant. Now, you flew across on a 380.
Yeah, we're British.
To LA especially for that.
Yep. Flew BA over on an A380 for the first time. And awesome airplane. Quiet as can be. Got on the upper deck and service was fantastic, and I have no complaints other than the lack of sleep. Fighting the jet lag right now, but that's all good.
Yeah, well, you're certainly filling your days up with North Coast and then going here and then up there to Italy. You're going to be looking forward to finding a bed and having some sleep.
That's right. It's going to be awesome.
Excellent.
Good to see you.
Well, good to see you. Go on, hand it over to the old lady over there.
Me?
Of course.
G'day.
Hi, Jenny.
Hi.
What's that?
We are having a wonderful time in a stunning spot. I'm going to have to renew my geography of London. So that I can spot where our son works.
The children don't realise we're spending their inheritance, do they?
No, they really don't. Probably as well, because they might get upset, but there you go. It does at the moment.
Brilliant. Excellent.
Cheers.
Okay, there is a lady we don't see. Where I'm here from. Oh, we're still not chatting.
She's got a mouthful.
Oh, okay.
She's barely put a piece of bread in her mouth.
All right. Brilliant. All right. Well, where you go? How's it been so far?
It's been really good.
This is Michelle, by the way.
I'm Logan's wife.
Yeah.
Flew in with Logan, obviously, on the 8380 and enjoying London. And
what little you've seen of it, but you can see a fair amount of it from up here, can't you?
Shard yet, so excited to be here.
Excellent, lovely. Come on then, sir. Nice to see you.
Yes, we make some new friends since we haven't met before. Well, it's a bit sometimes you get to see it a little extra. And the lights come on and we can be fun, pretty, I think.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing some good flybys. Yeah, we need an F-14, don't we?
Yeah.
To fly by the tower. That would be great.
And here's a few stills after the fact, Jeff. Nice panorama of the inside of this lovely restaurant in the Shard, showing London. And there it is with the sun setting. You can see even a bit of rain. Here we all are, gathered around our table. And there's Michelle and Sue. And the lovely Logans, whose idea this all was. Nev, who came to join us. My lovely wife, Jilly, and a few shots of London. There's St. Paul's Cathedral and the Great Tower of London. And that's it, really. Back to you in the studio, Jeff.
Well, thank you. And the Seattle Sky Needle as well, I think. I just saw there in that last...
really great
so
what we like to call the post office tower.
Okay. Logan is flying home from his cruise today as we speak.
Oh, great.
So we got to hang out with we got to hang out with Logan at Oshkosh, and then I think he left on Wednesday. And like, where did Logan go? Oh, he's in London. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he left before I arrived. So.
Oh, did he?
Mm-hmm.
So on Tuesday,
maybe
then.
Tuesday.
Okay.
He did mention that.
Wow.
And he didn't get to see the night display, which is one of his favorites.
That's Wednesday
which is
night.
a shame,
Yeah.
But I suspect his wife was more interested in getting to Italy and enjoying that lovely cruise.
What?
I hope they had a great time.
No.
These are all out of whack.
Yeah. Anyway, Logan, it was a very generous idea to invite us all to join him in the Shard. It was a wonderful meal and a lovely restaurant. So thank you very much indeed, Logan.
Ihal has a good question here. Did you have the charred steak?
245 pounds sterling as opposed to pounds weight. No, we had something a little bit more modest on account of the fact that would have probably ruined Logan's holiday.
How much is the bread? The bread, could I have just
lots of bread?
The bread
The
complimentary.
bread was actually something like £18.
What?
So,
They charged for the bread.
Well, they have to get it all the way to
it
the
was
top
a
of the
starter,
Shard. So
if you had the bread,
it's elevator.
it was
lift
it was
fee.
fantastic. It was very nice indeed, and we had a really good time.
Was Logan, he was chewing on something when we went, on camera with him. Was that moose meat, maybe, that he was chewing on?
Are there a lot of meese
possibly a
in
nice
the UK?
Meese? I don't
nice
think that's a thing.
The plural of moose.
Is
I
it?
think that's all that arrived at that point was the bread.
Let me ask the hyper-correct producer, is the plural of moose meese? No, it's not.
What's the plural of goose?
Geese.
Gooses.
Gooses.
Yeah, sorry.
Just saying, some inconsistencies here.
I know.
Well, yeah, because it's the
English.
root of the word. They do come from two different languages, those two different words.
What other airline podcast would you have or find out there discussing the English language and the peculiarities of pluralization?
Indeed.
Wow. Can't even say that. Okay. All right. Yes? Oh, yeah. Let's do some cover art. Wow. It's been a long time since
Indeed.
I've seen-
So there were some great suggestions. The last show, which does seem a long time ago. I think the favourite one from me was Jeff's big ass show. But I didn't have a photograph of Jeff's big ass. That was a shame.
Now you do.
Yeah, there was great circle pole dancing, flying down under, and pole dancing floggers. Some of those were a bit dodgy, but the one we loved and settled on was Micah's suggestion, I think, Deep Dish Airport. And there's a picture of the Chicago airport, which is, of course, a huge deep dish pizza. And if you're trying to find the little things we hide in there, then have a look at under the D of dish, and you'll see on the runway there is a penguin taxiing along the runway on its belly. So presumably there was a bit of icing around, because they do that, don't they? So our jackass is on his belly on the taxiway, And what else have we got? We've got the APG logo on the flag flying out off the terminal building.
Nice.
And
I didn't notice that.
just the numbers to find now. Where were the numbers? You didn't find the numbers? Go back to that that one. Now, have a look on the DE. Have a look on the E of deep.
You hid them in
And
the
then have a look on the
title.
next E. There's a 7 in there in the crook of the, and then the 0 is in the P. Yeah, you didn't
Very
try
clever.
very hard.
I saw that, but I couldn't figure out how they made numbers.
Oh, well, they're just tilted over a bit. The 6 is on its side. The 7
see
is
it now.
almost upside down. And the 0 is on its side. So, yeah. You've got
Numbers
to
are
think-
hard.
They
Yeah.
are numbers, yeah. Letters are much, much easier.
Very nice. Thank you, sir.
All right, brilliant.
All right.
Off you go.
And all right. Any news on the bowling? Did you already mention that? I don't recall.
Oh, there's nothing special happening there, but I have had the builders in for the last couple of weeks.
Oh, yeah, tell us about that.
Yeah, we've got redecorating a room there, and when they tried to take the paint off, the wall fell apart, so we now had to have it replastered as well. So that's a bit of hassle. But more importantly, we've had some warm weather, and I decided that it was, rather than suffer, we'd have some air conditioning fitted. So now we've got most of the house air conditioned, so that's going to be very pleasant for the few days. But even in the winter it'll be good, because you can turn this thing upside down, and if it's not keeping you cold, it's warming you up. So I think that's very clever.
So the part that's outside, do you have to turn upside down, or the part that's inside on the wall?
I think you have to turn the whole house upside down. I think that's the way it works.
You have to relocate
Gotcha.
it to the southern hemisphere.
Yeah. You just rotate the globe is the easiest way of doing it. That way it doesn't upset the foundations of the house. But no, it's a split system. So you've got the big fan and the heat exchanger, air heat exchanger outside, and then they just feed the nice cool results into a fan unit inside. So I'm sure it's common in everyone's house who has air conditioning, or most people. Anyway, it's lovely. It's only been finished a couple of hours. I'm still playing with it. It's great.
The AC in it? Okay. Thank you very much for the update. Appreciate that. Let's see. Stephanie, I think. Dr. Steph.
Okay. I know Liz wrote my entire name in a text message the other day, and it just felt formal and weird. No, I'm just kidding.
We're going formal now.
So yeah, I know Captain Jeff and AJ are going to talk quite a bit about Oshkosh, but I did manage to sneak up there for a couple of days. I've kind of found that a midweek getaway from work on Wednesday and Thursday works out pretty well for my schedule. Doesn't give a lot of time to see all the things and even see everyone, since everyone kind of spreads out throughout the week now, but did get to see a few familiar faces. So in addition to Captain Jeff and AJ, I have a picture up there of me and Captain Al. As is required when attending an air show with Captain Al, you must have ice cream. I don't know, Al and I didn't seem to have difficulty consuming ours. Like, we didn't end up wearing our ice cream so much.
You guys eat like really
people.
fast.
I think that was me in the background, like literally trying to catch the ice cream with the napkins.
It was fine, yeah.
Yeah, well, I had like most of my mustache was covered in ice cream, and it was and all over my hands. Everything.
RJ got some of it in his ear. It was a whole thing.
Yeah, there was like
a
ice
mess.
cream everywhere, and I'm not really sure how that happens. But the ice cream was fantastic. Actually, I think we had 2 ice cream cones while we wandered around Oshkosh. But yeah, going on Wednesday. Always enjoy seeing the night air show. I think that is definitely a highlight for me, so I can understand why Logan was a little bit bummed that he missed out on it. Fireworks are always spectacular, but honestly this year it was, just seeing everybody, seeing all the people. We had some good listener meetups throughout the day that kind of happened, especially on Thursday. And actually went for a run on Thursday morning with a friend of mine who lives here in my town as part of my run club. She was there. Her husband is a flight instructor, and they go every year for the whole week and do the whole camping thing. So we got a couple miles in together. It was quite warm, quite humid. Definitely summer in Wisconsin, but good time. I think that's all I have on Oshkosh since I wasn't there very long. But then I came home because this occurred last year as well, and I think the year before, but there's a charity event in the Charlotte area called the 24 Hours of Booty. Funny name, good cause. Yeah. So
like that.
Why weren't we invited?
You can be. You have to leave Oshkosh a little bit early to get to it, but
no.
Essentially it's I won't get into how the naming of the booty loop came to
Yeah, I think
be,
we've talked about it on
Yeah, we have.
previous
but
episodes.
We'll just
yeah.
know, funny name, good cause, lots of fundraising going on to support those who have family members going through cancer journeys. So just ways to make their lives easier and provide some monetary support. So they've named the field basically at Queen's University where everyone sets up is called Bootyville now. This was the 24th year of the 24 Hours of Booty. So that was kind of a nice symmetry with the numbers. I know. It was very hot. It was approaching 100 degrees both days, Fahrenheit, Friday and Saturday that I did this, and also very humid. I've had kind of this unspoken goal because they don't really, there's no expectation of going a certain amount of distance. The loop that you ride your bike on or walk or run is almost 3 miles through this very nice neighborhood of Charlotte. And they'll let you go the whole 24 hours. Most of it's closed off to traffic, so it's a nice protected space to kind of do some training. Last year I got in 100 miles on the bike and another 15, I think, of running, or 105 on the bike and 15 of running. So I was going to try and do 100 on the bike again this year and 15 or 16 running. It was so hot I had to stop like every 2 loops for, you can see on the picture on the screen there, that orange towel around my neck is kind of a cooling towel. So I grab ice, dunk my towel, ice like in all my pockets. And by the time I got back around 2 loops, which was only 6 miles, everything was like bone dry again and all the ice was gone. So only got 84 miles on the bike, but it was still a good effort, I thought. And 16 miles of running. So, and some money raised for charity. So
An even 100.
Yeah. An even 100. Mm-hmm. So,
very nice.
Yeah, until next year on the booty loop. I think that's it for.
Just not going to say it.
Nope, I know. I'm just gonna let that go. But I think that's it for me. We're enjoying a nice, cool day today. Not 100 degrees anymore. So I've actually got. It's funny. Captain Nick has his air conditioning turned on. I have mine turned off. Windows open, fans on.
Oh wow!
I enjoy it while it lasts.
It's only 71 here in Roswell.
It's supposed to rain again.
Wow.
Here soon too.
Yeah. It has been. I woke up to rain, like steady, moderate rain this morning. That keeps things cool.
Indeed.
Okay, somebody help me, like by talking, so I don't have to. AJ.
Oh, you know what? I was going to say, you want to just we can just kind of do it together.
Yeah, we can do it together. Let me do my first part
so.
because I set off like almost 3 weeks ago, or more than 3 weeks ago. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I left on my trip up to the cottage. We recorded a show up at the cottage, Liz and I. And it was wonderful, and spent just shy of a week, I guess, there, 5 days, something like that. Had a great time. Yeah, there's my leg, just one leg for you, and it's the one that I actually stand on, my right one. Yeah, and beautiful cottage, and right on the Owen Sound, and I think we talked about that on the last show too. So yeah, great time. Really enjoyed spending time with Liz, and we had fun. We talked about you all, and most of it was good. Not all of it though. Just to be honest, to be transparent.
That's fine.
Yeah. And then I left on Thursday, I think. Yeah, Thursday, and headed down into Michigan, and then kind of like midway through Michigan to the west coast of the hand. They do this hand thing with Michigan, the Mitt, sorry. Over to Ludington, and spent the night in the Ludington State Park. And I literally just like parked, plugged in the electricity, and then, went to sleep and got up early the next morning. And then when I showed up to the SS Badger, the car ferry that was built in, I think, in the 50s, the last active coal-fired steam ship. That's for AJ.
It's a boat.
Yeah, the SS Badger. Anyway, pulling up, I was in line after having a nice little breakfast at Becky's Diner or something like that, and I look at the sign, and the sign says, something about overnight parking, and I went, huh? Overnight park? I mean, I could have just like parked here and didn't have to go all the way up to the state park and go through all that hassle. Yeah. So now I know. Next time I do the car ferry from Ludington, Michigan, over straight across the lake to Manitowoc, Wisconsin. And there's a couple of pictures here we're going through of the side of the ship. I think it was the port side. And it was gorgeous weather, gorgeous day. Wasn't too cold, wasn't too hot. That's the front deck of the ship, I guess you call that. Right behind me is the bow. Oh, yeah, I did take a video, and I forgot to put it in there. Oh, well. I'll put that in the show notes, maybe, if I remember. Okay. Anyway, so it was a great trip, 4 hours long, and made it over to Manitowoc around noonish, or maybe a little bit before that, and drove actually, I didn't drive the RVS onto the ship or off of it because they don't let you do that. They have their people that do that. And valet service. And then drove from there to Oshkosh and got to check into Camp Scholler for my enhanced site parking, which means electrical and water. Yeah, just start showing some slides, and that'll remind me. Oh, okay. So there's AJ and
Skipping way ahead.
At the pardon.
I said skipping way ahead.
Skipping way ahead. Yeah, what day was that? That was probably
Tuesday?
Wednesday or Thursday or Tuesday. I don't know.
No, because Steph wasn't there yet, so it was either Monday or Tuesday.
Okay, early on in the week, we visited the beer coffin. Yes, you heard me right. There we go. It's an open coffin, can be anyway, full of beer. Let's say a little short prayer or a couple seconds of silence. Okay.
You put one in, you take one out.
Yes.
Yeah, there's beer from all over the world, and it's kind of a myth, a legend around Oshkosh. It's kind of a if you know kind of thing. There's no signs. There's no, someone has to take you there to find this thing, and it's just buried out in the tent camping of Scholler, in the woods.
And posted outside for security, I guess, were some Albanian men.
We don't want to talk about them.
That's all we can say.
I am supposed to pass along a message to you later from the Albanians.
Oh, okay. And yeah, you kind of avert your eyes a little bit. You don't talk too much to them. And I think that was the most interesting thing, I think, of the beer coffin visit, in my opinion.
The security?
Yeah, the security team. Next slide. Oh, this actually happened on Saturday night at the Pete's Garage Bar. And a couple of listeners to the show, right as we were leaving or right before we left, they came by and said, "Hey, we love your show." Actually, the guy listens. The wife knows of it because he probably forces her to listen when she's in the car or something. But anyway, so it was nice meeting them. And
we were out with a couple other fans as well that evening. It was Greg and. Who else was there?
Oh yeah.
Logan didn't make it because he was still unpacking from the Bonanza
that's
arrival.
Graham Figg at the back, isn't it?
On that photo, yeah. But going back to Pete's Garage Bar, as AJ is saying, we Greg, dispatcher Greg, who's there every year at Oshkosh. It's not in that photo. So that's something that happened later. Let's see. Who else we had? a Delta dispatcher, Ryan, and who else? I'm trying to. It's all fuzzy in my head.
Hillel was there.
Hillel, yes, Hillel was there.
No, he was out of the shower, thankfully.
Out of the shower. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he had a shower, thankfully, before he arrived. Anyway, the most interesting thing about that night was AJ. He wasn't finished. He's a late night kind of guy, and not an early morning person at all. Trust me. So he decides he's not finished. He wants to stay up, and I'm tired. I want to go back to the campground. And so that left. Some new friends of mine, Josh and his dad, Keith, I think, part of the Comanche Town folks. They have a Comanche, very nice little airplane. We decided, we're tired. We're going to go back to the camp. So we shared an Uber, and we got close to the gate or the campground gate or whatever, and everything. The sky just opened up, and it was raining really, really hard, and they don't let the Uber drivers, the vehicles, into the campground. And I'm going, oh, this is going to be interesting. I don't think I had a umbrella, and it really wouldn't have mattered if I did or not because just the rain was going sideways. That was a long walk, Liz. I started walking and just immediately was drenched. I mean, soaking wet, and then about halfway between the guard shack and the road on which my campsite's located, a guy in a pickup truck pulls up. He rolls down the window. Would you like a ride? I'm like, yes, please. I think I was crying at that point. So he let me come into his. I think I must have soaked everything inside his pickup truck. But anyway, he gave me a ride to the rest of the trip. At least you said thank you. I did say thank you, and so that was fun. And let's see what else. Because I was just assuming that the van service guy that AJ knows was going to be able to pick us up, but then I learned that
what's the moral of that story, Jeff?
I can tell you the moral of the story.
Okay, stay with AJ and keep drinking.
See, Nick gets it. I told him, I said, if you're going to go out with me, you got to stick it through to the end. You can't quit halfway.
You know what happens if you don't?
I didn't get a drop of rain on me.
I made some assumptions. I made some bad assumptions.
Wet on the inside. That was all.
Yeah. Anyway, so that was Saturday night. Steffi arrived on Tuesday, and there Wednesday. She is, and we were
Tuesday night, but Wednesday.
Yeah. Graham. That was Wednesday. Graham Fig in the background there. He's the Gulfstream 4, I think, pilot.
And turns out we have a mutual friend. So that was a fun conversation.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know a guy that knows a guy. Mm-hmm. And these two, Pete, and on the left there, and his brother, I forgot what his name was. And there was another brother, also that we never saw. I think he's an airline pilot, a 737 pilot, and that's probably why, because he knew better than to kind of hang out with us. But anyway, so that was in front of one of the food trucks in front of hangar B or something like that.
Hangar B, yeah.
I'm sorry, what, Liz?
These are the Australian guys.
Yeah, they're from Australia. Yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that part. That's the important thing. They're from Australia.
And the one standing next to me is a runner, so we had quite a bit of running.
Oh, nice.
He was late joining because he was picking up his packet for the 5K on Saturday.
Ah, okay. But he did join us. But the other brother, the airline pilot, didn't. But oh well.
Correct.
Anyway, so it was nice seeing them. Nice to meet you, Pete, and your brother. Oh, yeah, look at this fan. This is the guy that brought the box of Funyuns to the Charlotte meetup in April of... Huh? Errol, yeah, I'm sorry. I thought you were correcting me. That's Errol. Yernigan or something like that. I can't... His last name is... starts with a Y. Errol. And we were going to try to meet up with each other, but we just kept missing each other. So sorry, Errol, maybe next time. But look at that. He's very, very well dressed in his APG or Fly Acme Airlines logoed T-shirt. And he's holding up a sign that says, Bravo Echo Echo Romeo, runway 36. And of course that stands for beer. So nice. All right. skip forward to Saturday, the
Jeff's
second
favorite
Saturday.
part of Oshkosh.
Oh yeah, that was fun. And well, you tell us about that, AJ. You know more about it than I do.
I don't know if that's a true statement. I was wise enough not to get on the stage, so I know.
Yeah,
that.
I know. I invited you and RJ to join me, but they both declined.
As did the hosts. Even when we got there, they're like, "Sure, you don't want to get me." We're
good. We're good.
So
yeah, there was an aviation podcasters Q&A
symposium.
Yeah.
So there's a few names people might recognize up there, but it was put on by the Flying Midwest podcast, which are friends of mine and friends of the show, I think. And so it was basically kind of
really more people on the stage than in the audience.
Almost.
Yeah.
So RJ and myself and Captain Al sat at the back and helped Jeff with some, cues and things. And
I felt bad. I kept getting my watch, my Apple Watch kept like notifying me, and I'm trying to read their messages and I'm having trouble. And then I thought, oh, the heck with it. I'll pull out my phone and started and then I thought, this is not really good style points for me. I'm supposed to be up here paying attention to what everybody's talking about in the forum. I was listening, but I was also listening or looking at all the great suggestions from AJ, RJ, Captain Al.
We did advise him that a poker career was not in his future.
Because what? I was like...
The faces that were happening.
The facial expressions. Oh, I was sitting next to the guy on my left, stage right, was Jason Miller of the Finer Points.
Finer Points.
I think it's like the longest running aviation podcast ever. I think he started in 2005. Right there, he's taking the microphone and trying to hit me in the head with it. That's what we're seeing right there.
There was some brief violence.
Yeah, a little bit of brief violence. The guy next to him, on his left is a guy that does like taking off a video thing, Dan Milliken. Anyway, the guy next to me on my right is a weather meteorologist, as opposed to the other kind.
Non-weather meteorologist.
Yes.
He was not an animal.
I tend to meet mainly non-weather meteorologists. They're not very good.
Yeah, he was an Air Force meteo guy and gave briefings to pilots and stuff like that, and much more. He has a podcast, and probably should have prepared myself better for something about like off radar, something about the radar, on the radar. I'm sorry, sir.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I'll have that information in the show notes, I hope, if I remember. Anyway, he was a nice guy, very entertaining, and then another guy over to his right, a fellow Acme pilot and also a podcaster, the Pilot Network, Pro Pilot Network.
Pro Pilot Network.
There we go.
I think that's it. Very nice guy. I got to speak with him
very
for
nice.
A good bit of time. He came to lunch with us.
Yeah,
for the taco conclave.
Yes. Okay. There was another get together going on. Actually, this started just prior.
Yeah, just before.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, theirs got delayed a little bit. There would have been a little bit more separation, but
opposing bases.
Yeah, logistical factors with the opposing bases, guys.
Yeah, so. Yeah, they didn't have as big a turnout as we had at the Aviation Podcasters thing. Yeah, this is like, I don't know, how many thousands of people
they
there.
had free beer, I guess.
No, they didn't. That's the weird thing.
What?
I know.
Well, they probably promised free beer.
I don't know. Maybe. So it was good seeing RH and AG.
There was one question that was brought up during the opposing bases. It was posed to them, but it was actually directed at Jeff, and he had unfortunately just walked away when that question was voiced. But it was a question as to the coincidence of timing of me appearing on the Airline Pilot Guy show and also the Jackass Penguin appearing on the Airline Pilot Guy show. And just wanted to kind of talk to that just for a second and discuss the fact that I have had to sign an NDA, so that is all I can say.
But, well, I guess we'll just keep it a mystery. I was going to actually, yeah. Oh, okay. David Abbey sent us some photos. Great seeing him.
Multiple times.
At the Well, I don't see them. I think that we have to share that for us to see it.
Details.
Okay. Yeah. There we go.
There he is.
Yeah, David Abbey there, and I think that's probably the life. No, that's the media tent. I think
the media tent.
Yeah, we were in there getting some air-conditioned air. There's Captain Al and I standing next to each other there.
I've got air-conditioned air too.
Chevrons. Yeah, doesn't something wrong with that AC in it? It's kind of smelly. And there we are.
That was the end of the podcast.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, keep going. Mm-hmm. Okay. Piloting the RVS, the Road Vessel Studio on the highway.
Mm-hmm.
And, that's right. Kind of cresting a nice little hill to the north of Nashville and a nice view of the Nashville skyline. Yeah. And, we had a good time staying over with Josh and his lovely wife, and got to meet his kids, and we had a great. AJ fixed an amazing meal for all of us, and yes, we did have haute cuisine. Yes, and I'll let AJ tell you about that.
Yeah, I'll say, Liz, if you just want to run through those pictures, and we'll just kind of hit them as they go.
Oh, it's off the stage again.
So there was, that's a picture of the Flight Design CTLS, affectionately known as the Egg. If any of you guys are Midlife Pilot Podcast fans, Ted from Midlife Pilot Podcast is a good friend of mine, and he flew that tiny, tiny little airplane all the way from Portland, Oregon to Oshkosh, Wisconsin. But he's been to Oshkosh before, but he's never had a chance to do the arrival. So he had messaged me, and we kind of did some logistical figuring out, and it worked out that I was able to jump in with him and kind of ride shotgun with him through the arrival. We did have a little snafu during the ground portion of our Oshkosh arrival, in that he wanted to park in the ultralight camping area. But generally speaking, the ultralights land on the ultralight runway, which is secluded from the, real airplane runway. I guess not real airplane, but the big runway. And so there's not really a way to get there from there. And so we had a sign up that says ultralights, but it's one of those, they didn't really recognize it as an official location. So we held up this ultralight sign, and they sent us to show center. So the picture that's showing right now is us stopped at the entrance to Boeing Plaza with the Boeing building in the background. And I looked at Ted and I said, "We're not supposed to be here." And so we shut the engine off, and the ground guy comes over. He goes, "Oh, which booth?" And I said, "Oh no, we don't need a booth. We'll take a table." He didn't think that was very funny.
and he said, "And you're not supposed to be here."
He goes, "You're not supposed to be here." I said, "Yeah, we know." So the funniest thing, as soon as we got turned around and we're taxiing down back south, the direction we needed to go, my phone buzzes, and I get a couple of pictures that could only be described as being taken from the control tower of us parked at the entrance to Boeing Plaza. And I'm like, "Oh, well, everybody saw me. Great."
Infamous.
Yeah. So this was early on. This was Friday night, I believe. The first night we all got there.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was dinner at the mine shaft.
Yeah.
I do like your T-shirt.
Oh, thank you. I'm assuming you were talking about mine.
Yes.
So we got Hillel, Keith Vick, then Ted, and then Josh Vick, and then Jeff and myself having some pre-dinner drinks. And there's hanging out with the blender with Mr. Josh Vick. That's at Comanche Town. One of our best entertainment pieces during the week was, we got a lot of rain this year, so the ground was very, very soft. So there's a picture of a King Air. Turns out we checked the ADS-B data, and this airplane had come all the way from Nigeria to get stuck in the mud in Oshkosh, Wisconsin.
Is it stolen?
Yay.
It's
stolen.
It looks quite stuck.
It's hard to tell from the picture, but the main wheels, actually all three landing gear are up to the axles, sunk into the mud. And the air stair, the door, is almost touching the ground. I mean, we're talking about an inch from the ground. So that was there for about 20-ish hours. And they finally got 2 tractors and about 18 people. And they got the thing pushed out and moved it. And then we timed it. We figured out the time based on the timestamp on the photo evidence, that 2 hours and 18 minutes later, there was a Cirrus Vision jet stuck in exactly the same spot.
They parked them right in the same place.
Literally in the same wheel.
Genius.
We went, what do you?
Parking. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The portable toilet also looks kind of sunk into the ground there.
That's Doctor Who, that is. That's the TARDIS.
There's Jeff coming over to visit at the Freedom Aviation Network booth where I did some volunteering over the week. Really neat organization if you have a chance to go check them out. Freedom Aviation Network. They do relocation services and flight services basically for victims of survivors of human trafficking. So really, really cool organization. Got to work with them and meet them, some of them in person for the first time. Actually, go back one real quick, Liz. The gentleman in that photo, we'll see him again, but he is a Oshkosh air traffic controller, a veteran air traffic controller there. A good friend of mine, Bravo Kilo. Really awesome guy. May or may not be the ones who sent me pictures from the tower.
Probably not.
There's RJ. Me and a friend from Comanche Town were wandering through the Garmin tent for mostly for air conditioning, but to see a few cool things, and hooked up with RJ and spent some time.
I've got a question. Were you
Yes, sir?
lost in the Garmin tent?
Did I get lost in the Garmin tent?
That's why you go there. They help you become not lost.
Can you help me find, whatever.
Insert place here.
Insert place here.
So Tuesday night, we have an annual tradition of gumbo night at Comanche Town. We make, I don't know, it's like 400 gallons of gumbo. It is an insane amount of gumbo, and everybody's welcome. It's phenomenal food. We actually fly in, to some guys from Louisiana fly in and make the gumbo, rice, garlic bread, just absolutely phenomenal. Of course, the blenders are running the whole time, so multiple blenders with what we call fruity drinks. They're fantastic. Now we're moving on to, this is the seaplane base. Got to go out to the seaplane base a couple of times, but especially for the Watermelon Social. And now we're back to, sorry, I did a terrible job of putting these in any sort of order. This is when RJ and I got the opportunity to go out and visit the Fisk controllers on the arrival. So they have their little building and their little trailer, and it was really neat to see. We actually got to see a couple of airplanes come in, and what they can see and how they reference things. Now this is a quiz question.
How far away is that from the actual, like, Whitman Field?
As the crow flies, probably about 3 or 4 miles, maybe.
Okay, just curious.
Go back to the one with the, so this is a quiz question for any of you pilots. Anybody get the joke?
It's kind of small on my, make my screen bigger.
I'll give you a hint. The thing he's holding in his hand is a rock, and it says good.
Good rock.
Yeah, that's what they say on the Fisk arrival. Good
when
rock.
They tell them to rock their wings. Good rock.
So
okay.
they had a pilot came over and brought them that rock, and it has good printed on it, and he thought it was pretty fun.
I love it.
Yep. That's as evidenced by the picture of the tickets that say bold print Watermelon Social. So they do this really amazing thing at Seaplane Base every Friday of Oshkosh. You have to go get your tickets really early because they sell out like within the first couple of days of the show. But if you manage to get your tickets, it's $20. You get a Seaplane Base mug, which is really cool. Oh, go back one, Liz, there. We're not quite to that one yet. You get a Seaplane Base mug that is, laser etched with the year and Seaplane Base, Oshkosh, blah, blah, blah. But that mug then becomes basically unlimited beer, and at least until they run out, which we actually drank them out of beer this year. And then you also get a barbecue dinner, and all that for $20. It's, I think, one of the best deals going.
What a great deal.
And then, so this is at Josh Vick's house. He was gracious enough. We had a couple stops along the way. We stopped in Milwaukee, had some of the best Indian food I've ever had in my life. And I've never thought, really good Indo-Chinese food. Let's go to Milwaukee. Never crossed my mind, but I think Jeff can concur
crazy
on that. It was phenomenal.
Yes.
And then had another stopover. Just we broke the trip up into short stints, no stressful days, and it was really, really nice. Had another stopover in Indianapolis, and then the next kind of distance that worked out was Nashville. And I'd been texting Josh. He left a few days before we did to avoid some weather coming out of Oshkosh, and he invited us to come stay, and so I said, well, if you're going to let us stay, I'll make you dinner. So I made a steak au pois with a couple of different types of steak and some potatoes and broccoli. It was ended up being really good. And then for those of you that are Coffee Fund listeners, we did probably the longest crew log that we've ever done, or that's ever been done. Hour and 10 minutes or something like that. But had just an absolute blast hanging out with Josh and talking about everything airplanes and just all the things. And then I think is this the last slide, Liz? Oh, go to those two first then, I think. Oh yeah, there's the picture of the egg being directed into Boeing Plaza.
Maybe the tower area?
Possibly.
Possibly.
Or very, very tall ladder.
Oh, look at that.
There's my nice pasty white leg sticking out of the side of the airplane there.
It looks like a sperm.
Been a theme for pictures, legs in pictures, and
Instead of calling it
Looks
the
like a
egg, we're going
sperm.
to call it the sperm. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll tell Ted about that and see what he thinks.
Okay.
And then this past Thursday, one of my constraints that I had to be home before Thursday because this Thursday was my oldest daughter's 16th birthday. So she is 16.
Happy birthday.
This is my glider pilot daughter. Yes.
Yep.
So yeah, she could
Very cool.
feasibly, as soon as she's ready, she is legally of age to get her license in a glider, and she can take people for glider rides. So yeah, it's been
awesome.
Good job.
kind of a crazy 2 weeks.
Oh, it's been
Looks like it was an
Very
absolute
busy.
blast.
It was.
Yeah.
The best
so
Oshkosh I've had by far.
it's
great.
my most enjoyable as well so far, believe it or not. Okay. And no offense to the people that have spent with in the past, but you need to come and join us again, Captain Nick. I mean, and Liz, because a lot of people said, "Where are they? Why aren't they here?" They really did. I'm not making
I was
that
going to
up.
say, it's one of those events
I've got
where
to
every
go
time you
halfway
go,
around the world to get there, but apart from that,
Not quite
they make
halfway.
these things called airplanes. Nick, I don't know if you've heard of them.
I
They help
don't
make
do
the journey
those
a little
anymore.
bit easier.
The way that it was
cruise.
the way that it was phrased, Nick, was, "Oh, you're here? Why couldn't we get Nick?" So if that makes you feel any better.
That's not nice.
I was just going to say, it's one of those events where every year that you go, it should get better, right? Like you should have more friends, more experiences, more
Absolutely,
things.
No, you
Brilliant.
need to be in person.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that. That means I should probably play the Coffee Fund music. Here we go.
Johnny, how much more coffee?
No thanks.
I love coffee. I love tea. I love the APG community. Coffee and tea and Java and me. Cup. Oh yeah, that's the new Coffee Fund slide or picture that Captain Nick did for us because the new latte art, the new machine that I have. I came up with some latte art with the logo, and then he used that for the drawing there of the Mad Dog coming at you. Anyway, thank you, Captain Nick, for doing that. Okay, the Coffee Fund, your way to support the show financially if you desire. This is a free show. We do it because we enjoy doing it. We're not trying to make money. But it's nice if you can help us support the show financially if you have the resources to do so. A couple of different ways to do that, and one is the Coffee Fund Classic method, which is a PayPal donation kind of thing. And we had, let's see, I'm going to start from the top here. Vernon Tryon sent a very nice contribution. He's in Fort something, Colorado. And he sent a note with it saying, "I still suffer from APG syndrome, but now it's time to pay for my habit. Keep up the good work," he says. "Appreciated more than you know. Hugs to all, Vernon Tryon." So thank you, Vernon, for that nice contribution. He contributes in so many ways, financially, and sends him feedback on a regular basis. So thanks, Vernon. Really love you. Also, Bill Brown sent in a nice donation as well, and his comment is, "I love your show." Thank you, Bill. Appreciate that. And then Richard Adams also came in with a nice contribution. He said, hoping I'll be able to catch a live show sometime. It's been ages for me. So yeah, we hope you do as well. Is he here today? Is Richard there with us on that? No? Okay, well, maybe someday. And for all of you, if you have a chance to come and join the live recording, I think you'll enjoy it. Okay, so that is the Coffee Fund Classic method, and we also have a thing called Patreon. You can become a patron of the show, and we've been talking about this gentleman a lot. It's almost, like the TED show. The guy flying the flying sperm or the egg or whatever it is. Yeah, he signed up as an executive producer. So, yay, I think that deserves like this. Yeah. Yeah, you can like specify a certain amount per episode, blah, blah, blah. Just check it out. We have a page on the website called Coffee Fund. So airlinepilotguide.com/coffee, I guess that's what we call it. And you can learn more about how you can join this wonderful group of folks, the Coffee Bar Club. Okay, I think that will do it. "35 minutes. Okay, let's see what we can do. Here we go. Challenge accepted.
Captain, incoming message.
All right, we're going to start our feedback segment with this. Oh, this is the great thing about our show. People listen and then they kind of shake their heads in a negative way and say, yep, they got it wrong again, because we only shoot for 50% accuracy here. So, half the time we get it right, half the time we get it wrong. Well, this is one of those times we got it wrong. So Steve wrote in and said, Pentagon helicopter arrivals. Hi, Captain Jeff and crew. My understanding is that since 9/11, all helicopter arrivals at high security installations in the U.S. are flown at speed. Otherwise, these helicopters could be sitting duck targets for terrorists. So we were talking about the fact that helicopter, this is after the DCA thing, and they were coming, they were en route to the Pentagon, and the guy made an approach, or the crew of the helicopter made an approach, but they kind of got waved off or something because they weren't quite ready for them. And then the controllers, out of an abundance of caution, sent around a couple of flights, a Republic flight, I think, and a Delta flight. And so we were wondering, well, why? In fact, I think it was Captain Nick that said, well, the helicopters can hover.
Yeah, I don't think we got it wrong, Jeff. We just asked the question, why didn't they slow down? We were curious, and it sounds like Steve has just provided us the answer we needed. Yeah. They can't slow down. They're not allowed to for security reasons. That's fair enough.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I don't mind getting things wrong. I mean, in fact, most of my life I got things wrong.
Well, we just didn't know the answer. That was,
thank you, Steve. Appreciate that.
Yeah, it's good. Great information. Thanks.
Yep. We got this from Leicester, Western Canada, Vancouver, Victoria, Vancouver, Victoria, Vancouver Island in British Columbia. Did I get that right? Okay.
Oh, wow. That's near where my brother lives. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They should get together sometime. Have a coffee or something. Hi, Jeff, Liz, Nick, Steph. Oh, there's a lot of different topics in this email from Miss Roberta. I should probably say that at the very beginning. Roberta Westwood, and she says, "Oh, look, a family of raccoons inside a plane." Of course, that's just one of the items in this feedback that she's talking about. Let's see. So I think the first thing that she brings up is a Condor flight that misses Munich curfew by seconds. And I don't know, I have a little video. Yeah, I have it, actually. Do you want me to play it?
Yeah, sounds interesting.
All right. You got it on the stage? Because I can't seem to find the darn... Okay. Okay, here we go.
10-second latte.
This Condor flight was forced to divert when it missed the evening curfew at Munich airport by just 10 seconds. The aircraft, an A321 registration Delta Alpha Tango Charlie Alpha, was operating flight DE 1513 from Palma de Mallorca to Munich on June the 2nd. The flight left Palma around 2 hours late, and in order to make the curfew, the crew would have had to make very good time, with the fastest flight time on the route typically being around 1 hour and 38 minutes. Remarkably, the crew actually made very good time and began the approach to runway 8 right shortly before the curfew. Unfortunately, the aircraft was around 10 seconds late and was refused permission to land. The aircraft went on to divert to Hahn Airport near Frankfurt, an additional journey of 233 miles, taking an extra 43 minutes. How would you feel in this situation? Let us know in the comments.
Great.
I have a question about time and clocks. How do they know that 10 seconds was correct? I mean, we didn't mention it, but in Oshkosh we had we delved quite a bit into an atomic clock and whether time is really as it seems, or maybe it's just a construct. So
time is a construct, and it doesn't matter which wall that clock is on.
No, what are these 10 seconds even really? I can't imagine that's 100% accurate.
That was the problem. Is they had Jeff's atomic clock on the wall in the cockpit.
That's why they got
exactly it. So they would have been
wrong.
fine.
That's why they had to divert. Yep. Yeah, hypercorrect. So the reference to the atomic clock is I have an atomic clock on the wall in the dinette area of my RV, or the RVS, and it was about a minute or so off because I think mechanically this thing has fallen off the wall.
45 seconds.
Well, no,
well, it's only
That's
very
the irony.
noticeable because everybody's got their phones now, and we're like, wait,
it's an ironic clock.
Not right.
So
not atomic,
so I decided I was going to fix it.
Yeah, well, so I think what happened is that the inside of it really does think it's accurate, but it's fallen off the wall a couple of times. May have something to do with the way I drive, and it's mechanically jarred the second the minute hand like by about a minute. Hence popularly named. I don't know what I'm saying. The words are not coming out right. Anyway, so AJ decides that he's going to fix it for me.
Out of the goodness of my heart.
Yeah, thanks. How many days did it take before it finally got back to
clock maintenance brilliance?
4 days.
It was like 4 days, I think.
But it said it could take
takes
up to 5. So, see, I was ahead of the curve. I'm going to count that as a win.
I really did think that, okay, that's the last time I'm going to be using this clock. I'm going to have to get a new one. Yeah, non-atomic clock this time. Yeah. Okay. Back to the, right. Liz, she's snapping the whip again. Sorry.
That had relevance. I'm sorry, Liz, for the little.
Yeah, it did. It did.
I would be
talking about time
not
and
happy
clocks.
with this 10-second refusal.
Would you?
Well,
I
have to agree, Steph, because I've flown into plenty of airports where they've got a curfew, and they'll either won't let you land until like 6 in the morning, so you've got to fly down very slowly, and you're often hovering around. And to a certain extent, you're very much in the hands of the air traffic controllers. If they give you a slick approach, you can get in there on time. If they make you deviate a bit or slow you up, then you're going to be late. There's a curfew going into Sydney in Australia. There's a curfew at Heathrow, but if you land outside the curfew, it should be just a fine. They shouldn't deny you landing permission. So then it's a matter of, is it cheaper to pay the fine or actually divert and upset all the passengers?
So I was thinking, it's too bad we don't know someone that might have some knowledge of this kind of thing. And so I contacted our good friend dispatcher, Mike Carrolls, who knows a thing or two about air traffic control and dispatching and curfews and all that kind of stuff. I mean, he's like a big cheese at the Acme Airlines. And he said, there are significant problems that could be caused by this. First of all, you're talking about fines. Yes, there could be some serious fines for breaking curfew. At some airports, it is the number of times you have broken curfew multiplied by a number. The first time, it's something small, like $2,000. However, the 10th time you do it, it's $20,000. Most of the time, an airline can justify the cost of paying a fine because the operational cost of delaying a flight overnight far exceeds any fine. However, in Europe, things are a bit different. In Europe, with most of the airports being slot-controlled airports, therefore an airline owns their authority to operate a flight into an airport. And some of these airports in Europe, if you break their curfew, they can take away your slot. If you don't operate the slot to their standards, for example, if you're canceling too much, they can take away your slot. If I were to guess, I would have a feeling that Condor has broken a few curfews and the penalty was a greater cost than diverting to another airport. All right, so there we have some expert
rules.
opinion. Yeah.
Very tough rules.
All right. Thank you, Mike, for giving us that information.
That's good.
Very much appreciated. And Roberta, for the article, and we'll have all this in the show notes. Was there something else that she? Oh, raccoons. You don't want to go to the raccoons? Okay. Where is that in this thing? I'm trying to find it. Okay.
What was the science fiction movie where a raccoon was one of the lead characters? I thought that was great.
Was that like one of the what do they call the heroes? What were those movies? What do they call? I don't know why. It's like Escape.
Heroes of the Galaxy or something.
Superhero.
Anyway, someone will tell us.
Superhero.
Yeah, superhero movies. What was it called? You have DC Comics and you have the other comics that starts with an M.
Marvel.
There we go. I think it was one of the Marvel movies, and they had a raccoon as one of the characters.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
And
that's
Groot.
it.
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Is that what you're thinking about,
Brilliant.
Captain Nick?
Yeah,
okay.
That's exactly what I'm thinking about.
Okay. Well,
you're welcome.
Anyway, so thank you, AJ. They have a picture. Yes, what? Okay, yeah, put it up there. There we go. There is a picture of a raccoon staring at somebody. Is that an
Seems
actor?
like
I don't think I'll get my nose that close to a wild animal.
Nope, not interested.
It's a trained raccoon. Mr. Porter is the anthropomorphic brand mascot for Porter Airlines, a regional passenger carrier based in Toronto. They use Mr. Porter, a raccoon, to represent the airline's design values of modern, clean, and elegant, with an element of charm and surprise, reflecting a more refined, dignified era of air travel. I don't know about you, but
suggest
raccoons
a raccoon is
trash
clean
like,
and elegant.
in the trash. What do you call those things?
They're alternately trash pandas. They're alternately known as trash pandas. It's the
Trash
opposite
pandas.
of everything that she's saying.
I know. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah. They're not nasty and dirty. They're just very clean animals, I'm sure.
My only recent encounter with a raccoon, it was a very clean, polite raccoon. Well, mostly clean. I had my car parked at I guess kind of a campsite. They were like little tiny cabin, tiny house cabin things that we were staying at for an event. And
Well, like
it
raccoon
rained.
houses.
Yeah, basically about the size of built for a raccoon.
Dumpster. That was the word I was looking for.
But apparently one walked through the muddy parking lot and then got into my Jeep, which did not have doors on it, and left little muddy paw prints.
Aww.
Except if you've ever looked at a raccoon's paw prints, it looks like little tiny human hands. So I thought like some small baby had like left prints all
Crawling
over
around
the
in your car.
back seat of my car overnight.
Muddy baby
But it
just
didn't-
wandering around.
Aside from being a little bit muddy, it was otherwise clean and tidy. It didn't disturb anything else in my car.
Happens a lot there in Charlotte area.
Yeah.
The little tiny muddy babies. Anyway, this picture is raccoons make a home in an Airbus A220 under construction. Workers at the Airbus final assembly line at Mirabel recently came face to face with a family of raccoons in one of the aircraft destined for a European airline. We paw at the story on this week's Av Talk. Oh, that's cute. And wonder if it maybe wasn't Mr. Porter testing out a new aircraft order. Okay, so we finally understand all this now. Okay.
Wait, does Porter Airlines fly porters?
Do you mean stout porters?
Porter.
It's another.
Dash 8 still or no?
Okay.
Missed opportunities.
Cool. All right. Oh, another Canadian. I think we have too many already, don't we? No? Never enough Canadians on the show. Okay. Got some audio. All right. Let me play this then.
Hello,
don't hear
Captain
anything.
Jeff and
Oh.
esteemed APG crew and listeners. It's Bill and YY the Ed. I've been listening faithfully here for, well, always, but unfortunately I've been unable to attend any of your sausage making sessions because they're quite entertaining. Life seems to be interfering with the important things in life, which is your show, of course.
Yes.
I am just listening to show 666, and there's a few feedback items I just was hoping I could comment on. One of them from Ant about airplane lifespan. It is true these things can last forever, as you all said. At my airline, we seem to get our pound of flesh out of airplanes. Right now we have numerous airplanes that are in excess of 30 years of age, flogging around in the sky. And by the time we're done with them, typically they just get crushed into beer cans. Nobody wants them. And then, of course, we can all enjoy a delicious barley beverage on them as thanks for their service.
Yes.
But anyway, I just thought I'd mention that. My airline reminds me a little bit of the what I imagine to be the old Northwest Airlines, where they seem to fly the oldest metal ever around the skies, even worse than my airline. But anyway, the other bit of feedback was from Thomas, and I think Neva was her name, about auto-flight capabilities. And I think it's true. You guys, said it all perfectly, but I'm always amazed at how the general public just seems to assume that like 90% of landings are done by the auto-flight system. But of course, as you say, the auto-flight system to actually do the landings is not nearly as capable as the human. Like on my current airplane, the human theoretically anyway can handle double the amount of crosswind that the auto-flight system. And what happens in reality, of course, and you would know this, but I would say that 99% of landings are done by the human, and only maybe 1 or 2% are done by the auto-flight system. I mean, I can't even remember the last time I did something like that. But if I may share a story, years ago when I was flying an airplane called the Embraer, I used to call it the embryo. But anyway, it had a Cat 2 capability, but no auto land capability. So everything had to be done by the hand. And I remember doing a Category 2 approach in the east coast of Canada, and it was everything was on the limits. The max crosswind for a Cat 2, the minimum visibility, and we barely got in, but we got in. And taxiing to the gate was even worse than landing because we're away from all the runway environment lighting. Anyway, we got to the gate and everything's good, and I'm saying goodbye to the passengers. And this guy comes up to me and he shakes my hand immediately and he says, "I don't know how you guys do it." He says, "I didn't see anything until we touched down. That's amazing, and thank you." And I'm like, "Oh, well, that's very nice." And the guy behind him says, "Don't give him a compliment. He just sits there. The autopilot does everything. You just watch it." And I just couldn't let that stand. And I said to the guy, I says, "Excuse me, sir, but this airplane actually doesn't have the ability to land itself. Every landing we do, including the one you just experienced, is done with our hands." And I kind of held my hands up like I'm some old world's craftsman just to add a little bit of ego effect. But anyway, the guy that paid the compliment ended up saying, "See, I told you." And he walks off, and the guy that was all upset wouldn't even look me in the eye. He just walks off the airplane. He's all angry, and I'm thinking, what is your problem, buddy? But anyway, that was my little autoplay story. Thanks again for the show. It's excellent, and keep up the good work. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Bill. That guy that was upset, probably a guy from the United States. Probably. Yeah. Not a Canadian, because they never get upset.
They're too polite.
They're too polite.
He would have said sorry or sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry is the hardest word.
It is. Really good points about...
the way to avoid being upset by these situations is don't go to out of the flight deck and say goodbye to the passengers.
Or how about if you're a passenger, don't say stupid things.
That's the other alternative.
an
But
idea.
we never
You
used to
have
do
such
it.
high expectations.
We never used to do it.
I'm a little delusional.
That's
Because-
pretty unrealistic.
The cockpit was up by the one door, and all the passengers left by the two door. So we never.
How convenient.
Used to go. Yes,
Yeah.
it was.
That's the real reason why they put the jet bridge
Yeah.
back there on the bigger aircraft.
And we were too busy shutting everything down so that we could get on the crew bus and get the cabin crew to the hotel nice and early.
How nice. Oh yeah, we do have some nice feedback from Ahmed. Let's address that one. So he says, Ahmad's declaration of excellence for the Plain Tales podcast. Hey. Hello, guys. It's Ahmed Dan Hamadou again from Abuja, Nigeria. Oh, okay. Sorry. Thought there was something being communicated to me in the background. I just finished listening to part 3 of the Red Flag series from the Plain Tales podcast segment of APG show. Yep, I'm currently on APG 461 and still
Catch up,
progressing.
Ahmed.
Man, I can't believe he hasn't lost his mind yet. And I'm seriously wondering, turbo wondering, rocket wondering, warp speed wondering this. When in the world will Captain Nick and the Plaintails get the highest globally acclaimed Hyper Award for what it, Plaintails, represents and is all about? I don't know.
I didn't know there was such an award.
There is.
Look,
forgot what the acronym is.
I don't need an award, just a knighthood. That would be
Oh,
perfectly acceptable.
That would be nice.
A small cash
Yeah.
prize of some sort.
Yeah, it's more, a couple of million. Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
nice.
Ooh, that would be very nice. Yeah. So he says, is Plaintails the first and only one of its kind in human history, or are there others out there like it? Captain It, my hat, my helmet, my scalp, my skull, all go off to you for such heartbeat-altering, impressive, factual, historical storytelling. This is a precious avenue. Don't interrupt me. This is so good. This is a precious avenue for capturing aviation stories and storylets that would otherwise remain lost in the annals of aviation history.
just one
He
I'm
actually
missing.
spelled it annals, which is probably more important.
Missed it by that
more,
much.
Yeah, it's more appropriate.
accurate. Yeah. The best part of it is that it's practically impossible to run out of these aviation, both civil and military, events and accounts to tell. We just have to hunt them down, as there are more than a human lifetime of them out there waiting to be told. In my opinion,
yeah.
you have absolutely created an exotic niche, or niche if you're French, within the global podcasting community. Lots of love for all of you within the APG family and community. May a cure for APG syndrome remain fictional forever. Amen.
Wow.
Here ends the
I don't
reading.
care what y'all say.
Yes.
I like them.
Well, a tsunami of praise. I'm completely overawed. Thank you very much indeed, Ahmed. That was absolutely lovely.
Well deserved.
Cheers.
No, not really. But thank you.
Yeah,
all the same.
really.
Appreciate it. Really do.
Okay. Hope you're doing well, sir. He's been through a lot in the last few years. Yeah. Okay.
Can we have the one from the stripper?
Excuse me. That's another show, Nick. That's another show.
Okay.
It's still early here on this side of the pond. We're not quite there yet.
Yeah, that's probably true. Hey, you've got to pass an age test now. I don't find that much of a problem, but there you go.
Have you considered a VPN?
Jeff froze.
Oh, I thought that's just how he looked normally.
He does normally look like that. You're quite right. But
I feel like we need to screenshot that because that
poke
might be
him.
the best.
what? It is. He
Best
is. He's
freezing
got a
ever.
great expression on his face, isn't he?
I got it. I just took a picture of it with my phone. That was the easiest way to do it.
This is like when your friend falls asleep at a party and you pose next to him.
Exactly.
He's
no,
gone.
gone.
Oh, damn
All
it.
together.
Oh,
I was just doing a screenshot.
That's all right. I got a picture of it. I'll share it.
Or we could all leave before he gets back, and he'll never know where we went.
Oh, that would be. You'd think it was next week's show.
Yeah, we're
All
we're
right,
just waiting,
well,
folks.
Anyone have a good
While
song?
you're
to sing?
filling dead air, I'm going to go and visit the little boy's room.
Oh, I was hoping for a limerick, Nick.
That's Irish,
to-
not English.
Close enough.
I think his toilet is far enough away that it should be okay. I mean, I feel like someone in my neighborhood just picked this time to start using a chainsaw. Actually, it's probably a leaf blower. Or maybe a, you got it? Yeah. I'm not sure what the strippers had to do with Jeff falling off of. Yeah, but I'm not sure what that had to do with him, like, becoming frozen and falling off of the stream. Perhaps he pushed the button. This is exciting. Maybe. We'll see. I'm just going back to my list of chores that I've been doing this weekend. There he is. Did that have something directly to do with your technological difficulties? Oh. Oh no. Oh, I see. It was you got blacklisted by your internet. They're like, nope, no strippers. Looks like it's there. It is.
I'm on my iPhone now. So, I don't hear Captain Nick.
No, he's talking but not talking.
No, he's muted in StreamYard.
Someone muted me on StreamYard. I don't use that anymore. So it goes like this. There once was a young man from Kent whose equipment was exceedingly bent. To save himself trouble, he stuffed it in double. Instead of coming, he went.
Okay. So, the reason that my internet came crashing down is because you said strippers.
What?
Stripper. Yeah.
How do people with podcasts about wallpapering cope?
I don't know. There must be some exemption or something. I don't know. Anyway,
well, we need a
so
wallpapering exemption.
My whole internet came crashing down here, and I'm on my hotspot on my phone. Yeah, I don't know what happened. It's gone. It's gone.
Wow.
His internet is run by a bunch of prudes.
Apparently. Okay. We could try it. Hang on, let me see what kind of speeds I'm getting on my phone hotspot.
Well, it's looking great. Let's just finish it off.
Let me just do a quick speed check test.
Oh, now you're frozen again. Oh, no. It's exactly the same pose he just did. How did you do that?
I was doing a speed test, that's why.
Yeah.
Oh.
It used up all his bandwidth.
Well, you're moving again now. That's good.
Yeah. Okay. So, sorry, Mike, Sonic's, and soon to be an RV7 that he's building. Sonic's guy in Boston. We were going to play. I know you sent it in quite a while ago. We were about to play it, but we were experiencing network connection.
Well, we're not.
The issues.
You are.
Well, I am.
Just to be clear.
Well, it's okay now. You could play it if you want, I'm sure.
Okay. Well, I can give it a shot. What do you think?
Yeah, give it a shot.
All right. Let's see what happens.
It's not even 10 o'clock here.
Nick will be bored if we log off now.
Indeed, I'll have to drink another beer.
All right. Well, fingers crossed. I'm going to give it a shot. Let's go ahead and add. Oh, I have to re-share. That would help. Otherwise, you're not going to see the video.
To reshare, wouldn't you have had to share it in the first place?
I did. I shared it before.
Mm.
My keynote is what I mean. I've been sharing my keynote.
Stuff that we don't have access to.
Yeah, that's not allowed to know about that.
Okay.
Not trustworthy.
Media share, and
I mean,
there it is.
Let's be honest, for good reason, at least in my case.
Yeah, it's valid.
Okay, so I'm going to press the return button, and hopefully the video will start playing. And if it gets bad, just let me know, and I'll stop, and we'll do it another day.
Hey, I've been there.
I've been there
Me too.
Me 3, 4.
We're looking at the Delta Flight Museum and the tail of a Delta jet.
Dinosaur. DC-3, lovely.
Yeah, very nice photos, very high quality. Great music too. Hopefully it's not copyrighted. We're looking at a biplane and a monoplane.
Fancy color streaks. Color.
Yeah.
Whatever you call it.
And there's a simulator.
Isn't that what you learned to fly on, Jeff?
What's that? Yeah, that's what I trained on.
I love the crockery. Oh, look. Airplane's flying.
Oh, watch out. All right.
Look, they knew about the 737 MAX before they even made it.
Yeah. Since we're commenting, I think that we should show everybody's faces.
Why
Yeah.
not?
Well, now I have to stop talking.
I like the wheels. What it?
So the folks that are listening to the audio only
Oh,
podcast,
flight engineer station.
yeah,
Wow.
we'll have this linked in our show notes so you can watch it too.
Leather
I was going to
seats.
say, they're missing so many seats out of that airplane.
Oh, food.
And back when everyone had to watch
Radar?
the exact same in-flight movie because it was
Yes.
just on a projector.
That was great.
All kinds of uniforms,
Bring back
flight attendant
orange.
uniforms. Yeah,
Vintage retro
What's
uniform.
that, a
That's beautiful.
DC-7?
DC-7. Yeah. A little
Ah,
DC-9.
that
there it
bad
is.
dog. I've got a picture of me beside that one.
747.
Yeah.
Some wheels.
Wheels. Wheels
Stairway.
on the bus go round and round.
Ah, first class.
Nice. Oh, I love that old couch.
Photos from the old
Oh,
days.
look, there's one star.
Back when flying was glamorous.
Yes.
Was it ever really? Maybe.
More glamorous than it is now.
Sheepskin. Oh, empty airplane.
Yeah, not many seats in this one.
See all the guts of this airplane.
Actually, it's nice photography. He's got the exposures. Beautiful.
Chord management.
Wow.
Never would appreciate it. Wow.
Nice.
Great video. Thank you, Mike Smith. Scenes from the Delta Airlines Museum. We're still we're still
mini.
looking
Next
at things.
regional
little mini.
aircraft. The little wings on it.
Delta Airlines hangar.
Why does Delta have Morris Minors?
No. Yeah. Yeah. Great,
yeah,
Mike. Thank
that was well put together. Lovely job.
Didn't see Mike at Oshkosh this year. Kind of surprised. I thought
He said he
would
was
see
going to
him.
be there.
Or apparently when he
Oh, did he?
visited Atlanta.
Oh, well, yeah, that
Good
was a while
point.
back.
Good point.
Yeah, it didn't call us. Yeah. Let's see what he. Oh, I should probably read what the words that he sent in with us. He said, "I flew in and out of Atlanta in April so that I could drive out to a GA, General Aviation, not Georgia, airport to test fly an RV-7 aircraft with the engine I'm planning to put in my RV-7 project. I had time to kill before I flew home, and I remembered some APG cadre had been to the Delta Airlines Museum at the ATL, so I went. What a great 2 hours I spent there. I had a good enough time. I thought I should share it with others, so I made a YouTube slideshow of my visit. It's on the perimeter of the airport, so easy to get to in your rental car or a quick Uber ride from the terminals." So that's what we just ended up watching. So for those of you listening to the
Good
audio only, you should check it out. We'll have it in the show notes. All right.
Nice job.
Very good. Okay. Oh, website. It's time to wrap it up. Wrap up time. Ding, ding. Airlinepilotguy.com is our website. You can go there and learn all kinds of interesting things about us, some of it actually accurate.
At least 50%.
At least 50%.
It's up to you to figure out which 50% is lies.
Yeah, very true. Am I really retired?
I don't even exist on the website, so.
We should probably do something about that.
Well, you're already 25%, so that's okay.
Somehow that math works.
Okay. And we're also on social media, social meds.
We are. It's only 50% accurate as well. But if you would like to check it out, you can head over to facebook.com/airlinepilotguy. Also X @APG Crew. If you're looking for Nick's weekly artwork for the shows, and specifically for the hidden numbers that don't look like numbers, and the logo and the penguin, that's on Instagram. Instagram.com/APG Crew. It's that penguin.
I hope that people aren't getting the impression that we're not serious and, trying to make a professional production here.
I don't know why they would think they wouldn't get that impression at all, Jim.
No.
Okay, good.
And the screen went away, but we're also on YouTube, and that's, if you're watching this the video of us, that's where you are right now. So congratulations, you found YouTube.
We're waving at you from YouTube.
Airline Pilot Guy. And Slack.
I
did not see Hillel in Oshkosh. I missed him, unfortunately.
He was there using my restroom in there.
If you were seeing him in the shower, I wouldn't have bothered.
Okay, but I'm dripping wet.
That's because he saw you, Captain Nick. All right. Let's see. So come over here and tell us about Slack, Hillel.
APG listeners, please join us on our Slack team. Slack is a communication, coordination, and sharing platform that works on your mobile, laptop, or browser. On Slack, we share news and ideas. We suggest episode and Plain Tales topics. We plan events and meetups. To get into the Slack team, please email me at slack@airlinepilotguy.com. That's SLACK, Sierra Lima Alpha Charlie Kilo @airlinepilotguy.com, or send me a tweet with your preferred email address to @Hillel, and I'll send you an invitation. That's Hillel, spelled Hotel India 11 Echo 1, and see you in Slack.
Thanks a lot, Hillel.
Jeff. I'm curious, Jeff, which part of Hillel is the slackest? You see him often enough.
That's a personal question.
I can't really say. That would be kind of cruel and unusual for me to say anything.
Is it like kissing and telling?
Yes, very much like that. Don't get too many ideas from that. But thanks, Hillel, for doing that for us.
I wouldn't go in there for a while, Captain.
Okay, thanks for the warning. All right.
Well, it's obviously that bit the slackest then.
He uses more than just the shower. Just let me put it that way.
Ew.
All right. And we also want to say a big thank you to Liz, our producer. Thank you, Liz, who has now joined us again on the big screen.
I don't know how you do it.
I don't know how I do it either. Or why I do it, really.
She has a lot of patience, and she's not easily frustrated, as far as they know. And we'd also like to thank you very much. We love you. And we also like to thank and love our live chatters, our live audience. So thank you for hanging out with us each and every week. And, again, we're hoping to get to a normal, a regular schedule again. And we have, great things coming in the future. Maybe. I don't know. We still haven't talked about anything yet.
It's news to me.
When did we have a regular schedule?
Well, Okay, you guys are not helpful at all.
Hey, I'm excited about this too. This is
new stuff. That sounds cool.
Can't wait.
Okay. All right.
Great
I can't
things.
either.
I've got a great thing.
I don't really know what they are yet, but
So,
okay.
blue skies, everybody.
Yeah. Wishing you all clear skies, unlimited visibility, and tailwinds. Take care and God bless.
Cheers, y'all.
Bye, everybody.
You're welcome.
See you next time.
I like that you're welcome. It's very
Okay.
You're
welcome. That happened at Oshkosh. Just things kept happening. They're like, "How did you do that?" I'm like, "You're welcome." And it just became that's my new sign off.
That's right. No, perfect.
I love it.
It works.
Well, wait till you hear RJ's.
Oh gosh.
Learning has occurred.
Learning has occurred.
Okay,
that's very
so
true.
titles, Nick.
Yes, I've got a couple
Have you got
so
a couple?
far. Jeff is APG Amnesia Pilot Guy.
Yeah,
And
that's a good one.
Bullwinkle's Revenge. At the moment, I'm leaning towards Bullwinkle.
I like that.
Bullwinkle's
I like
Last
that one.
Revenge.
Right.
Or
Last Revenge. That was the phrase I needed, yes.
I just wrote down what everybody else said. I've got Bullwinkle's Last Revenge, Oh Dears.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I was going to add some deer into
I
the
also
Bullwinkle.
have Antlers Away.
Antlers Away is a good one.
Oh,
Terminal
I like
Deer.
it.
Or Terminal Deers, if you want the plural.
We have
A meast approach.
socializing in the shard. Socializing in the shard. Breaking curfew. Breaking curfew. That's one. Anybody in the chat room got anything?
Someone wrote down a meast approach. It might have been iHall boxes.
Okay,
and I
Mike
enjoyed
has
that.
got game, meat, airplane. Game, but meat is spelled MEAT, so it's like
Game
meets the airplane. The deer meet the airplane, if you know what I mean. There.
By the way,
okay.
I didn't mention it while we were watching the video. Did you notice the red cloud of...
Yes,
The pink mist.
the red
So
mist.
I meant to say it during. Actually, it's probably better that I didn't say it during the getting to know us. But I hit a bird with the Jeep the other day on the way to work.
Oh.
It wasn't a very big bird. There was no damage to the.
Which one? The bird or the Jeep?
Well, there was no damage to the Jeep. The bird did not survive the encounter. It went kind of low under the
Heavily
it flew in front of me, down low under the bumper, and so I heard it. But then I looked in the rearview mirror, and the poor car behind me was just in this cloud of.
Oh boy!
I went,
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Dear.
I forgot to mention it too, but I took out an entire flock of sparrows on Thursday morning
Oh no!
with the
A
Apache.
flock?
Yeah, right
man.
at rotate, and all of a sudden it was like,
Minced
but they
sparrows.
nothing hit an engine nacelle, nothing hit a propeller. It was all windshield and the wing root. I watched 3 or 4 of them do the tumble up the windshield. I was like, oh, okay, don't want to do that again.
Wow.
We've also got deer meetup, like deer meet MEAT up, deer meet up, the deer.
Deer
meet
meat, MEAT.
Yeah.
meet up. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, you got something to work with there, Nick?
Yeah, plenty. I've already
Okay.
decided.
All right. Good. Well done, you guys. We made it. Just
I
barely.
think we did. Good
Did
job.
we?
Barely. Anyway,
Yeah.
thanks so much for being with us. Yeah, hopefully we'll get a little bit
Hold on,
more
everyone.
regular in our schedule again. Let's
I
hope.
hold boxes
Speaking of that, I'll be
on
right
form
back.
tonight.
Goodbye,
Bye.
Jeff. Bye.
Yeah.
See you next time.
Adios.
Bye.
Bye.